like a summer sunset, doing things that I shouldn't, but it helps me reset. I'm fucked up, but it's fine, yeah. Anything to forget that it's all in my head. In my head, my head, my head. In my head, my head, my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my, get out of my head. Get out of my, get out of my head. Get out of my, get out of my head. In my head, my head, my head. My head don't feel like it used to. I miss my homies, yeah. The thing we had discontinued, but I'm not lonely yet. I don't wanna talk about it anymore. Yeah, I'm drinking cause I'm bored, down by behind locked doors, yo. In my head, my head, my head. In my head, my head, my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my, get out of my head. Get out of my, get out of my head. Get out of my, get out of my head. In my head, my head, my head. In my head, my head, my head. And I can't stop thinking about you, but what you gonna do? And you know I'm feeling good like that, so what you gonna do? And I can't stop thinking about you, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? stuck in my head, yeah, I know that I was a fool. Now I know it was always you. Let me hold you. I promise that I won't let go. The world will know I'm with you. Let me hold you. No matter where the evening goes, the world will know I'm with you. Let me hold. Let me hold you. Let me hold you. Oh, let me hold you. Let me hold you. Oh, let me hold you. I promise that I won't let go. The world will know I'm with you. Let me hold you. No matter where the evening goes, the world will know I'm with you.
Hello, welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of the NACE Valorant Spring in 2023 season with all the several teams competing across 11 divisions, looking to advance to the bracketed national finals. We are currently looking to catch a W in the LCQ2, where tonight BSU is going to be facing GMU, where only one team will have the opportunity to advance now. And like I said, BSU is going to be facing a rivalry that we had last semester as well. As always, well, not as always, but I'm your host, Colin McJunkin, and joining me today is Noah Gadara. And we were sort of talking about it, but I want you to reiterate, what does Boise State need to do to catch a W here tonight?
So Boise State, they have fantastic duelists. They have that aim. They need to play their strengths well. We know that our first map is Ascent, and I think Boise State's really strong on Ascent. I think they just gotta, really make sure to check their corners, make sure to have clean rotations, and really the most important part is to gonna not have these like silly deaths that sometimes I think we see from Boise State.
Yeah.
And I think that should be a pretty easy task to do, and I have confidence that they can perform well tonight.
Oh, yeah, confidence is always the name of the game. But we all should know Valorant. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and take a look at the event card, get us a little bit of a reminder of how it all works at the end of the day. But, as you know, it's going to be the same thing, best of 3. I believe we already said the first map is going to be Ascent. So we already know everything is going to go 5v5. You know how to play Valorant. We're going into it. Once again, this is the LCQ. This is LCQ number 2. So we actually had LCQ number 1 that we had out, that we played in, where we lost against CSP in a 1-2 matchup. So that bumps us down back to LCQ number 2. So this really is the last chance qualifier. This is the last of the last chance. So Boise State's really got to light a fight underneath them and find a way to sort of beat out JMU. And I alluded to it before. We have a little bit of a rivalry here with JMU considering to last semester, and Doc sees the game. We're hoping that helps them find the sort of victory card they're looking for tonight. And in Valorant, it's focus the angles, flank, know your win condition, count cards, call abilities, and click heads. As always, it's that easy. Doxies the Game are brought to us by Dropping Gaming. Dropping Gaming is a premier online platform for gamers who seek competition, play favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or seasoned veteran, Dropping Gaming is the right games and competition for you. To begin a competitive gaming journey, sign up at droppinggaming.com. As again, the map is going to Ascent. This is a map that Boise State's pretty comfortable with. I think most competitive teams would feel very comfortable on Ascent. It's a pretty base format for us going into it, and probably off the bat. So actually, yeah, do have lineups. It is, once again, sort of the same order that we have. You'll probably notice the sitting order that they always kind of in. You have Rerun, Skies, Daimyo, J-Bag, and then Aldman. That's going to be in for it tonight. So we're going to see. I'm thinking probably going to see an Omen. Probably going to see a Sova. We'll probably see Skies on Jet. The other two could be flex characters. That I imagine Rebound or Aldman will find a way.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be Daimyo on Sova. I've seen him on Sova before, maybe Omen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We'll have to see.
Yeah,
definitely Sova and Omen kind of a standard pick on Ascent, just because of the way the sites are.
Two completely different roles too, entirely. One being that initiator, while the other one being controller, kind of being the smoke player of the game. But if we do have one consistency, it is always going to be our Skies is always going to be the duelist. More than likely the Jet. I don't remember, honestly, if I've ever seen Skies play anything other than Jet. Maybe?
He played Neon last night, I think.
I think, yeah.
Over CSP.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think it was a 2-0. 2-0 over CSP last night.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was I believe I was here.
Oh, well, no, last night was Rochester, and
was that the 1-2?
I'm sorry, I got it completely wrong. Rochester is the LCQ number 1. That's the team that knocked us down.
This is LCQ number 2.
Yeah, that was an LCQ number 1 that we faced Rochester, got knocked down in a 1-2 matchup. CSP is the team that you were there for that we 2-0'd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little mix up, but the clarity's there as always going into the players sort of warming up, keeping warm at least. And I kind of want to talk about the rivalry that I alluded to earlier. JMU, James Madison University, is a team that we played last semester in the NACE collegiate tournament as well for the third place matchup, and we lost that matchup in a 1-2 fashion. So they're teams have probably changed a little bit. Off the top of my head, I don't know all the James Madison players, so I couldn't tell you if anything did change, but there's at least sort of a little bit of rivalry in terms of we're both in the same spot. It's do or do not at this point.
Wait, how could I forget about Rariana's KJ?
Oh,
I feel like Rariana always plays KJ.
J-Bag
especially on this J-Bag, yep. And we see Daimyo, Big Dime.
And out of on that.
So, yeah, like you said, guys on the Jet, on a set, kind of a little bit of a vanilla matchup, and we kind of see maybe some mid-plays. Oh, maybe another peek. Skies pushes away. Or no frags on either side, no eliminations.
Up in Nanoswarm early, trying to slow them down. They're still advancing to this midpoint. Ooh, J-Bag gets the time, doesn't take his shots, but gets the info nonetheless. And you see Daimyo and Aldman sitting there, getting a little bit of crossfire here. Might get the surprise jump, does get it, isn't able to get the elimination. Aldman's able to pick one more re-rounder, Big Dime getting one more before going down. And now it's just Tundra that's left.
And they can deduce that. If Astra has the spike, he's gonna approach A site. Gets one, gets J-Bag.
Yep.
But a beautiful headshot by Skies finishes out the round. Boise State wins the first round.
Yep, win the pistol is always big, sets up momentum. I don't see them buying anything yet. I feel like the past couple times that I've casted about a match, at least the team's always bought, they've always forced, which has been always sort of tricky for Boise State to handle with, because it's something you're not entirely expecting, honestly, a lot of the times.
Yeah. And importantly, you see that scout coming out for Sky is going to be looking to maybe like get a mid elimination. Oh, we got I think.
Daimyo's able to get one.
Yeah, and it looks like he actually... Oh, Daimyo gets another. I was going to say, kind of, maybe, I think that Scout got some of that damage. Skies gets one.
One enemy
The
remaining.
no-scope is not successful. However, Daimyo screaming in the background, and only Skies dies, and that's a strong start for Boise State.
Yeah, you love to see it. Picking up the one there, decently big for James Madison. You know, once again, they really did hold on to the eco there. I don't think they had any powerful guns on their side. I think for the most part, yeah, it was all pistols. So getting one there, not horrible for them, but this is the real round where James Madison is going to have guns. That's that. So this is the round where, you know, it starts picking up. This is where the real Valorant starts.
It's Valorant.
One suppressed.
Really aggressive pass to scan, gets scanned nonetheless. Good damage to reach back into the action.
Looks like Glory. Oh my god. Line comes through. Sharon gets one. Not able to get
Last
two.
player standing.
And now Boise State is on the back foot. Aldum
I
with
catch your
this,
timing?
yeah, with this Ares.
They definitely clear this. Oh, two dinks there.
Spray not
But-
successful.
Not able to get the eliminations at the end of the day. James Madison will take the first round. That's not too bad. So far, we haven't seen an A hit. It's all been, they've all either pressured mid or gone through B. So they could be switching it up. They're doing the same little combo with Asher going up to Cat. They're stacking 3 on B.
Let's see what Skies can do on this operator. Phantom and some Vulcans all across the board for James Madison.
Net deployed.
I believe they're defaulting here because they're leaving Spike behind. So that means they're not really playing super aggressive. There's a lot of info. J-Bag in mid.
Flashbang.
Off. See the Silva grab the Spike. Now they're pretty confident to be hit. They're not applying any pressure besides this entry point B.
Revealing area.
See if this recon bolt can do. One Aldum. Takes on the jet. This will be Zaduma.
Spike planted.
Very strong position so far for James Madison. He's going to have to coordinate the retake and see if the Broncos can do it against the Duke.
It's also a really strong position for Boise State right now because they more than likely know they're on this cap. Right now. Really good nade. They know one more to back of sight. Hunter's going to get one with the back stab. Beautiful.
And only one goes down there, so though it was a pretty strong position for James Madison, there were too many people alive for the Broncos. And it's just an easy defense, easy retake.
That's sort of the only issue. That's sort of the only issue with B side there is, I mean, Alderman gets that initial pick, and they open doors, and the smoke goes down, and now all of a sudden half a site sort of open for the taking in terms of Boise State, and they can't really push out any farther. So really, the real downside of B side is you get stuck in this box essentially, and with Boise State executing really well and multiple people peeking at the same time, we took minimal damage and managed to take the round. And do see a little more on A side, but bombs not over there.
Yeah. If you notice, James Madison, Duke's eco is kind of all over the place. See if this A take is successful. Smoke's coming through, but Skies gets a nice elimination.
Oh,
Still has that dash up, and you know, Jet just rocks away.
KJ getting one elimination with the Sheriff that they bought. A little bit of value from that.
Spikes over on B site. Big Dime will use a smoke on mid, make sure that mid push is not happening.
Yeah, once again, you see this force.
You should run.
Calling my bot. They are going to use KJ here, especially on an eco round. Interesting to see them use that.
Smokes and attacker Killjoy comes through, but Aldum says, "I don't
Spike
care.
down,
You can
B.
take me, but I already got two." plant will come through, but now is a numerical advantage for the Broncos.
Spike planted.
They do have a gun now. So their duelist does have a gun, so they might take a little more aggressive position, and they already would get one on Skies. That's the operator player down right now.
One enemy
really
remaining.
Good spam through a very easy spot to decipher if they're there or not, and just a very common spot to be nonetheless. And with the Sheriff looking the wrong direction, there's very little you can do, and Boise State takes some damage. They definitely take some damage. But I do read Ron started saying, hey, I'm kind of stuck here. I'm going to go for
The manor.
Or yeah, I'm sorry, it was Alderman that went for the dude.
You say easily decipherable position. I say backband.
You say you got to check a PC? All right.
Check the PC.
It's fair. It's
Word,
fair.
Word.exe. But no, that was just so beautiful from Aldum and Daimyo right there.
Yep.
Really just assisted in the retake.
Played really well. And Skies does... I imagine we didn't get the operator. I imagine we did probably get the operator back. Oh, yeah. So Skies didn't have to pay any money for that. And the economy is still doing really well. If James Madison wants to get out of this hole they sort of dug, they've got to win this round right now.
If they lose this round, they are in a very bad position, at least for this first half.
Knife's not going to find anything. They did avoid it there. They did scan mid.
And again, Spike, nowhere to be seen on either side, so playing kind of a long con, maybe trying to get some frags and then rotate.
Yep. Ooh, Murr is going to find two right there. Most certainly they decided to go for a beat hit right now.
Hey, to get the Spike, get over here, we got two.
You want to find it!
And Device can come up from here right now.
Yeah. Little bit of that, I forget what it's called, asonic chamber, anechoic chamber, that's what it's called. Subumafu planting once again.
Spike planted.
Dukes have a better position. And we're gonna have to figure out how to play without sound. Skies has to be wants to get and Tundra just takes out Skies, and now they know.
Last player
Bad
standing.
Spot, 10 HP left for Aldum. 10 HP in a dream.
This time, having to clear the wrong angle at the wrong time. The timing works out for Tundra's favor, and this is James Madison getting a little bit of a foothold right now. They're not clear. They're not out of the forest yet right now. They can still lose this round, and economy can still not go super in their favor. But a lot of them survived that round, so they're feeling good. There's nothing else they wouldn't situationally wise besides being up round of Anos. There's nothing they couldn't do. But I've yet to see an A hit. I have yet to see an A hit. They've managed.
Well, maybe we'll see it, but I mean, Spike's still over on B's side. I think Tundra played it well, but one more round to have to look at it this time around. Skies immediately takes out Tundra.
Get out of my way.
Somehow does not find the enemy.
Yikes.
Wow.
Okay, I spoke too soon. Somehow does not find any jet with the knives, but does find it with the gun pickup.
What an unfortunate timing. One is going to go down. Was able to get the trade there. Get the door pretty low. These guys are moving on the flank here. And if they manage to move fast enough before Daniel now they're definitely
Spike planted.
get the info.
One enemy remaining.
Caught with their pants down, and Murr is tonight's big loser, so Skies, look at that defuse.
A lot got committed there as well in terms of expansion. And the enemy here, not only did they lose Nam, they also go down jet knives as well, but we also lose their own jet knives and re-rounded ultimate as well, the lockdown on one player, which maybe it was a little bit of a panic click, but nevertheless, you get the value, you get the round W, so that's really all that matters without losing any more bodies. So that's going up for them. And once again, leaning over to this B side right now, but They might. It looks like they might be applying a little more pressure to mid than they previously had done it. Looks like 2 are going to go down short and B and got a little more info in mid.
Recon Bolt, and it looks like Aldo just wallbangs. Umafu says, "My clone, I want you out."
We should have heard the voice line that would have played there.
Oh, what does he say?
I actually have no idea. That's why I say I wish I knew so that
He
way.
says, "Oh wait, I just eliminated myself."
It's gotta be an interesting feeling. J-Bag does get the jump spot from their spawn. Get a little bit more info that they're a little more in mid here, but they're pretty relatively spread out right now. They still have. Ooh, not anymore. They lose their A site lurk as well.
Speaking of
on the B
clone
side.
battles,
Yeah, so
Mariana
far.
takes out their counterpart,
Revealing area.
and you get what you're wanting. You get that A take.
Under sort of aware. Oh, and Skies.
Yeah.
They're completely boxed in right now. Skies right. Yep.
30 seconds left.
Gen.
One enemy remaining.
Spots him out. I don't throw the smoke, but not really that difficult of it to guess. There's only one place to hide.
Yep. Yeah, when you box the enemy in like that, they played so perfectly into Boise State's hands right there, because there was really nothing. That was the first time they've hit A, but Boise State was able to shut it down completely. Skies was sitting in that backside of A long, and from tree you started to get boxed in. So that perfectly once again played in their hands, and so far Boise State up 4-round advantage right now, and a little bit of Nico advantage as well.
Yeah.
Big one at that.
JMU, the Dukes with the SNS, the SMGs, and Sheriffs. I think one of them had a race this Jet goes forward. What Daimyo hits around a can do. And they are just
Spike
spraying
down, B.
down the Dukes. Oh, but taking even trades so far.
Back in sight, stuck in here with the node in here. Could be pressured.
One
pretty hard
enemy
there.
remaining.
Doesn't matter. Boise State's going to stop a little bit of the eco offense that they were holding on to. I do want to point out Ottoman doing a really good job of using that sort of the separator between the two doors. Yeah, but the time was going to come out. But using the separator between the two doors to sort of cut the pie and take 1v1 fights where JMU sort of faltered there. They only took and also the number advantages weren't great as well. So it was a losing strat when you're going against an Ottoman and an Odin. So
Yeah. Right when you have the
Can't do
Odin,
much.
you just get, and you have some distance, you just get to.
It really still
Mow
shocks
down.
me how dangerous that weapon is still. You sort of at this point, I don't know. Yeah, in the right hands, it seems more deadly than a Vandal sometimes, because you can just
Excuse me.
you don't have to click their heads when they're gone in 2 seconds because I just put 10 bullets into your body. Like
10
probably a little
25.
bit an exaggeration, but you get the point. I'm laying down.
exaggerations. 30.
50.
A lot. 50. The entire
entire
mag is-
mag in 1 second.
Honestly, yeah.
That's-
So far, the Broncos are looking pretty good. That eco round was kind of looking a little sketchy there when it was a 2-for-2, and then
Yeah.
Broncos put an end to it. So
Yeah, ever since the Dukes sort of built a little bit of momentum, they started getting back. They found a little bit of foothold right there, but then Boise State's going to shut that down almost immediately and find 3 more to counter whatever eco they have right now. But they are on a rifle round right now. We already have to stop the KO knife from popping. We are going to find the Astra there as well.
yeah.
Really good vantage point that they found.
This round coming through. See how well it will be used. They're just immediately taken out.
You should run.
You should run. Attacker KJ. Killjoy comes through. Ultimate coming through. Doesn't find anything. Barnes 1-for-1. Outlook takes out. Again, even trades. 3 versus 3. Ooh. Jack uses that duel. Now Murr will probably get his plan.
Spike planted.
As Skies and Ribriano, kind of the stronger aimers on Boise State, so if anyone could do it.
Especially if you play this right and work together. Right here. All three of them are in sight. There's one
Last player
fighting buddy,
standing.
but Murr's still going to get one at such a low HP, but it's very doable for Rihanna. Just has to find one bullet on Murr, and then it becomes
They're
a
just
1v1.
playing the time, though.
They're playing it really smart.
One enemy remaining.
While falling. So close.
Very close, very close 1v1, especially there. Murr able to find one while being at 2 HP is pretty insane and pretty big value out of Murr as well.
Now, I don't mean to be superstitious, but if Boise State is the next 2 rounds, what do you got to say about that?
Never heard of anybody doing anything
Placing swamp
like
grenade.
with that's associated with that specific number that you may be talking about. May or may not be a
First?
no.
No?
It's sort of, if anything, I call it.
Hex plus 3.
Bad stat.
It looks like we will have a kind of a committed A pick at this point.
They're putting a lot there. They're definitely going for more of a fake here because their Tova and their
Right.
KJ are only playing super far back. They actually do see the rotate over, so they might be a little more confident with their A take now. They do clear the
Guys
back.
has those knives though. We'll see if he's gonna be able to follow Doc's keys to the game. Brought to you by Drop In Gaming. Click some heads.
Click heads.
That's what you want to see.
Has the dash still committed to it as well, so didn't use it in a pre-round.
You want to fight it?
Powerless.
Top every order here. They're probably safe.
It's all
So-
coming through. Umafu takes out Skies. Those knives will not be used. Now, Aldum has no idea what's going on. Cannot hear a single darn thing. They're in a stop.
Spike
plan.
down A.
Not able to find any more. And again, this is gonna have to be the working in
30
the
seconds
sound
left.
barrier. Maybe can get res. Bop, Spike once again down. But it's looking like this is not going to be a res, and now it's going to be Aldum in a dream.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Yeah, in a 3v2 that was going to be extremely difficult. And both those ult-opping as well, or going top and off as well.
Last round before the switch.
Definitely had our weak side of the defense over towards A. And it looks like they're going to be committing to a B hit as well. Not entirely sure. Boise State's not faltering with the defensive strat that we have going on right now. Taking Disguise being our lone sort of defensive player. Gets out of A. Has the op though, so it's perfectly doable to solo defense around, and we might get a pick on the Sova. We popped immediately by this. We have Dart.
Dart? Not yet. And again, this is the last round of the half. You use everything that you have. You use all your money. Spend it or lose it. Or use it or lose it, I should say.
Boise State only has diamond. He's gonna get a wall bang shot. J-bag. James Madison immediately finding the numbers advantage right now. This means Boise State's got to play a little more advantageous, and all James Madison's got to do is trade out effectively.
Destroyed.
Maybe gonna get sussed out. Not yet. But they definitely think something's happening. We'll see if Ariana can do it.
Really big timing.
Spike down
headshots,
B.
But it's not enough.
One more would have proved it all.
Oh, guys, beautiful.
Immediately.
30 seconds left.
What was a super advantageous position for James Madison has equaled out to an
Placing
even
alarm bot.
2v2. They do have plant down.
Yeah.
Boise State doesn't have any guns here.
All of them's making sure they are not going to get surprised, but oh no.
This could be really bad actually.
Daroko with a
Player standing.
takes out Skies.
Yeah, running out of time.
And they're just gonna play time. This is a sandwich now. 40 seconds through.
Yep.
7-5 at the half.
That's a very difficult position, and what a timing for Tundra
Switching
to find as
sides.
well, especially because Skies was watching that. Skies sprayed through that. The moment Skies looks away, Tundra's able to just sneak past the smoke to get into this position that Boise State is assumed is automatically cleared because they committed drone to clear main, and really unfortunate, but really big play here by Ruriana to get 2 here. The timing on the KO, not having the gun out, the Sova having the bow out, punishes them, tells them, reminds them, hey, don't walk around without your gun. Maybe the Sova's fine. The Sova has the dart out, but the KO, the fault's only on.
And despite the purchases from both sides, again, we do have a 3-minute delay because we don't want any ghosting. I'm sorry, it was a bad joke.
Yeah, that was,
It was a bad joke.
Took me a second to get
Feel
it,
free to
but-
pity clap.
Shadows.
No, everyone just stay silent.
Okay. We'll see if Skies can't get any end tries. Gets 1, gets 2. Tundra has to back up. Sprays through the smoke, but doesn't get anything quite yet. And now this is an open A site for the Broncos.
I believe they are aware, they are aware that somebody was in tree. Tundra's going to use a half smoke to get a little more positioning in trees. Totally going to have tree now. Do the info.
Fu spotted out. Suppressed as well.
Damo's watching for this dart
Turret
here. I don't
out.
remember the exact time that the Sova had on the dart. Not even going to worry about it. They're going to pick up 2. Daimo's going to be 1 as well.
They just got to play the time.
Yep.
1 enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Oh no!
Okay.
Okay.
Not
But you're probably gonna get evaporated or sent to
Yep.
sent.
Wherever
I don't know
that
where the
zo-
spike takes.
wherever that zone
I
is.
believe canonically the spike is like used to mine like whatever it's called, like radiant. Or
Radiant
something.
Knight, yeah.
Radianite.
No, it's used. I believe it's used to destroy the spike, or not destroy the radiant Knight.
I don't know.
I think that's like the actual.
All I know is there's like one universe and then there's another universe.
because that's the reason why you defend and you attack, because the universe is one universe is trying to destroy the radiant Knight, one universe is trying to defend it for their own purposes. So like the green boxes have radiant Knight.
Oh. Skies again, just getting these early eliminations.
Are they aware of this jet, though? The flash is going to be used perfectly, and while Skies was a little safe, got scanned nonetheless and got body blocked.
There's Bumafu and I think Karuz able to pin down the jet.
Are immediately going for what was a 4-stack rotate here. Reround is still holding that mid angle, looking for any info. They're going to clear due to their diligence. Zumafu was jump spotting, now completely off that angle as well. They've all rotated to mid here. Trying to move really fast. They don't commit to the flank. Rerana might find 1 here.
Oh, Tundra with the shorty.
There's only 2 players on the flank here right now. Daimo's going to get the flash.
Oh, blinded as well, so Tundra not able to see anything. Alvin comes through with the drone.
Yep, and a bunch of different info. Knows the majority of them is there. J-Back.
1 enemy remaining.
Daimyo, J-Back now really low. Rerana's going to run in there for the cleanup. And that's a really good,
Very clean.
very clean round that Boise State committed there.
Is that early elimination? But not everyone's perfect.
Yeah, even though they pick 1, they don't get the gun advantage from it. Because I don't know who, but somebody picked up.
I think it was
Sky's gun.
Zabumafu.
No, one of our players picked up Sky's weapon, so they didn't get the gun. They didn't get the gun advantage from it, or they didn't pick up a weapon here. But once again, sort of last time, sort of reiterated it here. Is that okay? Yeah, that's an operator that I do see. That dangerous.
Oh, it misses!
Wow, that's massive for the James Madison Sky to miss right there. And to get the pick off with it as well.
Ruriana with the Nerf gun. I hate it.
Really?
I'm sorry, I hate it.
It's just fun.
It's so ugly. Ooh, Tundra sprays down 2.
Spike down
Damn
A.
it.
Bird gets Aldum. And now this round has been flipped on its head.
J-Bag in.
Last
Drop
player
right there.
standing.
Murray's going to pick up one more in J-Bag. Now it's all up to Rihanna. A 1v4. Good try. Oh! The dink was there. But first he's going to find one.
I feel like there was a no-scope, too.
It was probably just very fast.
Oh, okay. Quick scope.
No scopes are very
360 hard scope, quick scope. What was this, Modern Warfare 2?
Modern Warfare 2. Bring it back.
The MLG montages with the dubstep.
Classics.
Get the camera!
Even level of layout here. So once again, Boise State
Yeah.
on the same level of weapon advantage. You know.
Watch that operator, though.
Yeah. 100%. You've got to sniff out where the operator is and then act accordingly. Now they know it's there. so
Jet
you
versus
can't-
Jet action, maybe in the mid. Middle of the map. Smoke comes through.
They know one person's there because of the classic shoot through skies. Being very aggressive here. Assisted a little bit by
Push in
Smoke.
skies.
Wow.
That was a bit ambitious, I think.
Very ambitious. The smoke or the flash doesn't get me. At least it's getting Rihanna, who is looking right at it.
Operator takes out Aldum as well. Now things
Tundra.
are looking a little uncertain.
Tundra loves this spot. If they proceed to go through tree, they have to 100% be aware of this and the possibility that Tundra is still sitting in this tree spot. Sees the head.
Okay, it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that was a little scary.
No, yeah, 100%. Definitely could have gotten 2 there.
30 seconds left.
Left Rihanna out to dry here.
Moran has no idea where this Jet with the op is.
Ooh.
Watch. Yeah, maybe wins this trade, but okay. It looks
Yeah, and they're gonna. Yeah, Daimo's just gonna run.
Last player standing.
Yeah. So little time, you can't really do your full due diligence and clear every corner. So really good positioning by Curse, I imagine. I hopefully saying the name right, but managed to find 3 that round. Definitely having a massive impact. And now the sort of turntables turn with Boise State being the team that's find themselves in an eco situation that they need to crawl their way out of. As James Madison's finding themselves in a very comfortable position now.
Did you just say the turntables turned?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very common reference. I feel like that's like a C level.
Get
out of my way!
I understand that.
That's gonna be dangerous. The Odin is there. Rion is able to escape in time.
It's looking like it
Take
takes
flight.
it up here. Doesn't really see much. So this site is clear though.
They do
So
have-
this will bomb Boise State to land.
Door does go down, so we'll get information if the door goes down there. Skies with the knives here being really aggressive with Alderman here. Defender lockdown is going to go through. Oh, and Skies and Alderman. And he heads
Last
down
player
as
standing.
well. The Odin's going to find one as well. Re-round on an absolutely massive flank.
Yeah,
somebody
but,
has to look behind.
1v5 is a bit bold.
Yeah, the operator. Yeah, that's tough. That's gonna be tough.
And Merz just wins the duel like 3 times in a row. At some point you have to say like this isn't strategic. It's you just gotta hit your shots.
Yeah, they definitely had a free sight and they had the whole advantage there. But when 3 people become that aggressive in A and get nothing off of it, you know, it's gonna be very hard. The dabbing.
Okay. We see the dabbing penguin. That is motivational for Broncos.
Motivation. This Jet and Astra, there's actually 3 playing in tree right now. Down the rest. Oh, I'm getting on the side. What a blind
Spike
fire.
down A.
talk about a PC check.
Yeah, does
li-
this
and
person
the-
have Word installed on their on their PC?
Dami also commits the ultimate, gets a little bit of info from there. There's the door.
Here's a might get another. Barely misses.
Get one. Get J back in return here. Nice gonna clear as well. We're gonna find one on Dino. Smoke.
One enemy remaining.
Desperate situation with the guy.
And the one that Aldum did get was the KO just gets res.
Yeah. Did get the pick on the skies here, so did it entirely, but nevertheless walking away forward here, and their economy keeps stacking here. As Boise State's going to go back to another eco round.
Yeah, now the scores evened up
Yeah, back
with
to yeah.
momentum towards JMU.
He's operating, you know.
Somebody get Karasek off this operator. You're gonna have to take him out.
The issue is now you're going to have to win against an operator multiple times. You're going to have to face an operator at least two rounds in a row. So even if Boise State effectively wins this round, James Madison has the economy to supply. He either has the economy himself to supply himself another somebody else on the team definitely has it. The Knight's going to be thrown out.
Molly is gonna be a conflict.
Where's it down yet? They're playing around this smoke. Investigators, they're just going straight. Spike, credits from it.
So it is a plan at the sacrifice of nice.
Ooh.
And Daroko just lines him
Yeah.
up. Gets two.
Droker getting the spray through the smoke. He's going to find one. He has a stinger here.
We get swatted out, but that's not really that helpful for Sky.
Do we have the solo play? And Sky's flipping a menace on right
Enemy
here. He's
remaining.
going to pick up one. So even if this KJ, yep, there's no need to use the ult anymore.
Last player standing.
Just barely. But Alvin's still alive.
Drogo does walk away though. Oh.
Just barely misses. That is a round win, and so far the momentum halted for James Madison. Those dupes.
Yeah, the real question is, you know, sort of the stop sign is a red light. You know, it's just a momentary stop in the momentum that they gain because, you know, weapon-wise and economy-wise, they're not really hurting too much. And obviously, we're not in their heads. You know, we're not in their comms, so we don't know where they are mentally right now.
Not that they know of.
Yeah, not that we know of.
Not and find that repeating. This gets taken out by Bluetooth. Kuroko takes out Skies, and now this is looking like a much more difficult take here. Spike will probably get planted, but we'll get a little grit for this round.
Maybe we got
Spike planted.
Real aggressive bucket. An absolutely flawless round for the side of James Madison with a few of their players being low. Once again, you know, sort of like I said, it felt like more of a stop sign where James Madison flawlessly kind of took back on the defender side and part of Boise State's offensive
So you would
attacking
say
side.
a little bit like red light, green light.
So far, yeah, and we want to stop. We want to stop playing games. You know, we want to.
Huh.
We want to play the game, but we want to stop playing games. You know?
Yeah. That is a little clever. Again, it's evened up, but you crunch the numbers, statistically, the Dukes are doing better on this side than they were on the other side, so
Get out of my way!
not necessarily even. But again, either side can come out on top. You just got to get some crucial eliminations.
Mm-hmm. You've got to do your due diligence. You've got to play with teammates. You've got to play off the smokes.
These guys have to hit these knives.
Yes, 100%. These.
Night, night.
Ran out the lurk, just gets taken out.
Dry peeking and open sight. It's gonna be dangerous.
Now, so we have some smokes, but we also have the alarm bot. Guys gets one,
Ooh.
takes out Tundra. That is the Astra down.
Blocking sight.
And now this is going to be an A rush, but be careful of the Sova behind. Almost takes out Karasei. Plant Doroko takes out all of them. And now this is a little bit of a hectic matchup here. See who can take it out, who can win it. Doroko and Mert are trying
Last
their best.
player
and
standing.
Karen is not coming
Spike
through,
down
and now
A.
it's just Sky. And JMU, I believe this is the first time they've taken the lead in this.
Yeah, this is the first time they held a lead, and even though they go down at such an advantage, losing their only smoke character, and then losing their operator, and the only person on site, they manage to just pull it through and find these eliminations, and Boise State not able to return or trade any of it back, and it's how you slowly win these rounds.
And notice there, because Sky is not able to connect there on Mur takes out somebody who was on the site. That is a two-player swing that could have gone towards the Broncos. This is just like how critical, like
the micro decisions you make are so impactful in these games.
Yeah, and it looks like this is not necessarily desperation, but this is a bit of kind of playing the same card, just getting on the A side. It's pretty clear for now, but Mur is sitting around.
I think we are going to
Spike planted.
As well. Still nothing here yet.
You should run.
Have ultimate. Daimyo takes out one, able to take out Doroko. That is 5 down. Takes out two. Karasei catches some sleeping. But however, this is crucial time. Down on the spike.
Ollie's going to slow it down. It's worth it every second. It's worth it. Right now, Ollie's going to get suppressed inside of Skies. The door is going to be broken pretty shortly. The trade is there, but Murray's going to pick up another one. Alvin does have Silva ulti.
Last player standing.
Murray's going to pick up one more. There it is. They simply don't have the time.
One enemy
They're
remaining.
going to be eliminated before it goes. And lose the op, and Murray's going to go down as well. So a dump for that Boise State, it was costly. But it also cost James Madison everything as well in that round.
Yeah,
So.
I'm curious to see how the eco is. Yeah.
Yep.
We have a timeout, I believe, on the side of the Broncos.
I believe that's Bronco timeout.
And I think still the eco is actually stronger for the Dukes.
For James Madison, yeah. But now it's not a multi-round sort of advantage that they've gained, where they have 9,000 credits. Now it's something where they have 3, and what it could take only 2 rounds. Effectively, Boise State could have them down to 0, but we're also 11-11. We're 2 rounds away from James Madison taking it, or Boise State taking it, or going into OT. If either team gets one more round, that's all it takes to put into OT or end the game effectively. Which seems so simple.
2 rounds
when you say
either
it.
way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, mathematically, you win 1.
Well,
It's
yeah,
guaranteed overtime.
Yeah. But it seems so simple to really say it out loud, of sort of like all you really need is 2 more rounds, and to a degree, yes, that's the mentality you want. It's that simple, but we just
win.
Yeah, just click heads. Just click heads.
Don't die. Click heads.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, sort of that it sounds dumb, but no, it's right. If defensively, if you stay alive, and offensively, if you find yourself in bad positioning, get out of there. Winning your duels, winning your 1v1s, or trading too as well.
Let's just say that this Broncos squad is not unfamiliar to long overtimes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 100%. But at an 11-11 chance here right now, one team, all they have to do is win 2 more rounds, and they win the first matchup of the series.
And you notice they're not rushing in anymore. They're kind of.
Blocking sight.
Guys is charging. Blinded, gets alarm botted.
3 here sticking just outside tree right now.
Open sight once again, but they're suspecting a trap. The drone will come through, try to get some information. Doesn't really find much.
Dark's gonna be big. Right now. Good trades. They have a really good crossfire going in, and a lot of fighting happening in tree right now. You notice Mur.
Dukes are kind of pinched though. One was a shorty. Now the Dukes are just getting mowed down. Mur is the only one left. Might attempt to defuse exactly what he's doing, but doesn't see where we are at. And now this is 12 to 11. Broncos leading.
Match
A really
point.
big round there, and I'm really interested in where the fighting happened as well. Just all of it in tree, like three. I believe it was 3-3. There was a combined 6 players that were fighting for tree possession right there, and
Yeah, just look at this. This is James Madison saying shoot. We've already wasted 10 seconds on this spike. We gotta press this.
yep. And yeah, this is really good crossfire that was created by the side of Boise State. Getting Spike down, playing and fighting in a creative spot as well. And unexpected.
Going out. One suppressed.
It was a really big round to win, and now you're one away from it.
Yep. I feel like Kurosei probably has an operator.
More than likely, yes. And also James Madison, he also has knives activated as well. And James Madison also has the side. But you guys can
One. Murr trades it though. One's coming through. All of them.
Enemy.
The recon drone. Both drones taken out. Recon dart spots out J-Bag. Kurosei, actually, I can see the outline. As the operator might come through the doors.
Spike planted.
Three suppressed.
Gets out protected. Nice.
Wow!
Dino with the flank! Takes them all out! And now it's just Kurosei left, but if they get this, they win the round! 13 to 11!
Attackers win.
You can't cut it any closer! Boise State! Broncos take the first round.
No, yeah, you simply can't cut it over, get it any closer without calling it to an overtime. And just notice the sort of pace change that Boise State took as well those final 2 rounds. It ended up being an A hit every time. It's sort of, that's the weird part, is James Madison really only hit B, and Boise State only really hit A. So sort of 2 sides of the coin that sort of happened there. But it was really big momentum change and something that James Madison wasn't ready for. And at the end of the day, Boise State ended up coming out on top and ended up winning that first series 13 to 11. But there's still one more game left to go, and
One more win if Boise State.
one more win left to go. You're right. I got to change my mentality. I talk a lot about it. I got to have the right mentality. But we're going to take a break here. We hope to see you after it as well. See you after these messages.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Dave, it's your Idaho Central app. I know this car got you through college, but check this out. In my credit, your credit score looks good. And there's a great rate on this auto loan so we can score a roomier ride. Whoa, who's driving this thing? The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Hello, and welcome back to the beautiful Boise State Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of NACE Valorant in the fall of the 2023 season. However, though, we are actually, no, that fall, wow, that was weird. We're in the spring season. We're in the spring LCQ number 2, where Boise State is currently playing against James Madison University. Boise State just took a 1-0 lead in the first map of Ascent, where we are now heading to Haven, which is also a pretty popular map for the side of Boise State as well. We know them to play that map a lot. They're pretty comfortable in it as well. Inside of James Madison, I don't know. I had the assumption that they were comfortable on Ascent. It's a pretty common map to play on. However, Haven's one of those maps where it can become tricky for a lot of teams and how they handle 3-site maps as well, where it's not something where, you know, now we're getting to the territory of, I think the map is really going to play a part into who comes out stronger in terms of, you know, site hits and defense and retake.
Yeah. Haven, I mean, most people don't really go for a B site that much.
Yeah.
It's usually A or C. But I feel like Boise State really likes to play. Here we can see the bracket. But Boise State really likes to play on that C site.
Yep.
And, I mean, most teams like to do that. And so we'll have to see how both teams adapt to playing each other on Haven.
Which how Boise State got here was playing CSP last night and or in the last game, where they won in a 1-2 fashion. And a little other thing too, we have not played any other team in this group ever besides JMU. So each of these opponents, Kansas State would be, I imagine Kansas State is a little more on the powerless side, right? The typical household name university that you'd hear, but these are teams we have never played before besides JMU. So the game against CSP and every game beyond that, if Boise State wins out this next game, or a third game as well, could be a possibility. We don't know. We don't really know what lies ahead, but right now they should really focus on the now and keeping the mentality and the coordination and the comms really strong. And, of course, it's going to be the same roster that we had so far with Rihanna, Daimyo, Aldman, J-Bag, and Skies. Going to be with it. And this lineup brought to you by Count. Today's line is brought to you by Count. Count's identity trust global network delivers real-time fraud prevention, account protection, and enables personalized customer experience for more than 9,000 leading brands. Going to be getting right into it in terms of, or imagine getting getting ready to go to Haven.
You just see Daimyo.
The focus, the concentration.
Focus, yeah. Doesn't actually have the headset on, but probably thinking about the strategies.
Yeah.
Thinking about what to tweet next.
It's one of those stares where you're really lost in something, so you don't realize if like you have your mouth open or like you're like messing with something. You don't really notice it. But I imagine lineup wise, in terms of what agents we're gonna see, I wouldn't doubt if we also see Daimyo on the Omen as well. I imagine, has been playing really well on the Omen so far, especially on Ascent wise. Skies, once again, probably. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Neon this time around.
Yeah.
And it may be somebody else playing the Neon, because I have seen somebody else play the Neon as well. Yeah. But I wouldn't doubt if I saw Skies on Jet or Neon here. Probably going to have Sova again.
I'm going to make a very hot take here.
Let's hear it.
Rihanna on KJ.
Wow. You know, I never thought about that before.
I know.
That has,
I'm sorry.
that has my blood boiling.
Scalding.
How dare you? How dare
Scalding.
you say that?
I
to me
know.
right
I'm
now?
sorry.
You take that back.
I know. I'm sorry. It's probably not gonna happen. Even though it's probably gonna happen.
What's the probability percent?
95% plus or minus 2 standard deviations. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see here.
I'd say you're pretty right. I'm gonna go on your bet there. I was actually gonna.
So we see KJ, but I don't know who it's on yet. Okay, so we see Daimyo's on the Omen, which I think.
There it is.
Ariana on KJ.
Mm-hmm.
See the Sky. We see
Yeah,
Breach.
yeah, and J-Bear on the Breach as well. I didn't actually think I didn't think about the Breach actually. I did think about the possibility of Alderman playing the initiator role, but I didn't totally forgot Breach is a little bit of a character there.
You kind of forgot Breach was a character.
Sorry, Breach. It's just.
Hey, but we get to see the doggy.
Do you get to see the little green doggy?
Say jumping through smokes, kind of being a little sneaky peeky here.
There's a lot of sound info right now. Rihanna.
Find contact. Kirose finds it though.
You jump right out.
Spike planted.
And J-Bag's gonna find one as well. Look for a couple more. Are going down? That's the support down to Silva, so sticking in. Zambusu's gonna find one. Picking up first. Diamond's gonna find 2 more.
Diamond the big iron comes through. Gets 2 headshots with the Sheriff.
They have to play
Last
together
player
right
standing.
now. They're only gonna find one. They are aware of this garage, playing for time.
Yeah, they have all the time in the world, honestly.
Yep.
Jump peaks being very
One enemy
successful
remaining.
here. Guys does get it. The reload, but this is not enough time. Alarm bot comes through. And this is gonna be an explosion. Maybe Doroko? Yep. Gets sent to some other place.
Some other plane.
It gets vaporized. I don't know what it does, but no survivors. However, Dukes will get the first round.
It's a really good reposition by Doroko as well, holding that garage site. Just
Goes
sort
up
of
to those
prevents.
boxes.
Yeah, and then prevents so much, and then playing along with your Asher as well.
Turret out.
It was gonna have to be something that Skies and Daimyo were going to have to coordinate together. Unfortunately, JMU pulled it off faster. Now a little bit of split here.
It looks like Broncos are just going to opt to not force anything. Just have the eco. Couple sheriffs. One. Taken out immediately by Kirose.
On the skill rifle, it's at half HP right now.
Yeah.
No
Might
armor.
be able to pick it up.
Closing in on it. It's gonna get the pick. The rifle's still
Disgusting.
sitting on the ground.
I couldn't even see Kirose and somehow.
Yeah, it was
Picks him up.
a little wallbang.
Spot
Definitely
coming
a
back.
little heated the fact they got wallbang like that.
Looks like we're gonna find some contact. Doroko versus Aldum. Who will win?
They are aware the flash came through,
Breach.
but it wasn't enough.
Yeah. Game plan.
Ooh.
J-Bag with Sheriff doesn't find anything. Zabumafu. I feel like it's always Zabumafu planting.
One enemy
Not a
remaining.
bad thing.
Last player standing.
Skies tries to sneak up. He doesn't find anything.
Rihanna does have areas here. Doesn't matter.
One shot, one.
Who had the perfect aim.
One shot, one kill.
No big iron though.
The big iron. Very disappointing.
Extra large piece of iron.
It's probably steel, honestly.
Probably, yeah. More than likely.
Steel,
But
titanium. I don't know what weapons are made
I
out
don't
of.
think we need to get into the conversation of what are the Valorant guns made out of.
They're probably made out of, like, Valorant. They're made out of
Radianite.
unobtainium. If
Okay.
anyone knows where that comes from.
Nope.
Avatar.
Yeah, actually. That sounds right. Ooh.
Roko. Peaks gets the away. Again, James Madison University not in any particular rush, but it looks like they're inching towards A.
Zambufu only has a sheriff there. I'm a little curious what the situation developed into doing that. And a complete rotation. Nobody on site. Actually, Ottoman's getting the heals off. And it goes right back into the site. Holding this position right here.
Maybe
they do have a
Zabumafu's
4-stack.
being the wallet for the operator. Who knows?
It's a possibility. They're just very confident in their
Rushing
sheriff
the
play.
site. Blinded skies.
Ooh.
It's taken out by Kursey. Aldum gets spotted out.
Spike down, C.
What is that?
One enemy remaining.
It's now 5. But are they aware this could be a
Where
garage?
TP comes through to KJ. Oh my god, Daimyo only has
30
9
seconds
bullets,
left.
Needs to reload.
Last player standing.
Okay, now they know.
They know.
1v1. You either get the ace or you don't
1v1.
get it all. You have the gun advantage as well.
50-50, you either win or you don't.
They know the spot.
Come on, come on!
3 bullets. Not a lot of time.
Just waiting out the time.
10
He's got
seconds
right
left.
Oh, he's going for the TP.
Spike planted.
Spotted out, Aerostorm grenades.
Really
Come
low
through.
HP now.
Daimyo only has 28 HP. But he's already demonstrated all he needs is 1 click. Smoke's coming through.
Duroko's holding this position here. This could be dangerous here. I don't think this is a spot you initially clear here.
Oh, no! Daimyo
timing!
TPs!
What a timing Duroko finds there.
That was almost a miracle by Daimyo, however.
Close, but a bit outside, not able to find it here. This garage play is so beautiful. We don't get to see the start of it, but what seems to be sort of a desperate situation for BSU out the start, losing 2, Daimyo quickly getting 3 right off the bat, and then just able to find this 4th pick here. Puts Boise State right back in the running of the situation now.
Honestly, not the worst.
James Madison, though, having this 3-0 advantage right here. What? Oh? Oh, you have to get the second there. You can't do that and not get the second. But Murray's gonna get the trade out. What are these plays that are happening? They manage to check every corner, but they don't check it behind themselves. Now they know Tundra has a note in. Okay, the sheriff's have to go up. Dam's not going to find anything.
Last
This
player
KJ's
standing.
low, but it doesn't matter. They're going to get double trades. J-Bag's able to get 1. The Sun's going to get through. Does have the Vandal now. In a 1v2 situation.
Mer's just rushing towards the site.
Spike planted.
It's behind the, actually it wasn't. It was in the open.
Flash coming through, but they're just going to play. I see this every time a bomb's planted, but they're just playing time.
That's all ultimately you got to do. Yeah, you have the pull, you have the Astro Suck. The stun that's going to go through as well. And when you play that coordinated with each other, off each other's abilities, you make it really difficult for anybody to, or it was a stun, or it was a blind, sorry, not a stun that was through, but James Madison looking cold right now, even though Boise State's able to find these cracks.
Looking cold or looking hot?
Well, you know, it's sort of both. You know, when you're
Ice
cold,
in their veins, but they're looking hot.
you have ice in your veins, but they're warming up.
They're warming up.
Icy hot.
Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Broncos forgot that they were playing Valorant. They thought they were playing Splinter Cell. Playing Ghost Recon. Standing ahead.
Blinded.
What am I, 0-2 for bad jokes now?
So far, yeah.
Alarm bot out.
I forget the first one though, but
I forget it too.
Ottoman.
I think it's for the best.
Ottoman's the sole defender on the C site right now. Currently, a lot of tension. That Odin, Ottoman's able to timing with it, not get hit by any of those spam shots. Diamond's gonna put a smoke down, attempted to help his team. Holding this garage here, holding a really close angle here. It could be dangerous, but also it's an off. Oh, I forget there's a box there. This
Like
drone
the recon
could
drone.
find him though. Doesn't. They don't clear it. They don't clear it. Oh, but the trade, and that Boots was able to find Altman as well. And now they execute on site. First State's also to find J-Bag as well. Now James Madison has the numbers advantage. Spike's going to go down. They also have Silva as well. They can play post plant if they desire to, and that's exactly what they're going for. They play smart.
Maybe attempting this site retake, but again, this is nigh impossible. Down. Doesn't find it.
Yeah, you save. Yeah, you save.
Yeah, you
there.
save. You say
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this is nearly impossible.
Last player standing.
Not able to get an exit frag. They're trying to hunt down this operator. They know Skies have it. They don't want to let them. They don't want to let them keep it. That's for sure. And they have quite a bit of time to work with. Probably about like 10, 15 more seconds, if anything. Max, actually no, I'm super wrong on that. And they're just spamming through and guys just spam the Y button, spam the inspect, or whatever inspect button you have it bound to, I guess. But it would have saved an operator at the very least. But it's sort of like you're the level 50 guy with your partners that are like level 5 who just started out the game, because they're gonna have to eco on sheriffs the entirety of it. But this might allow Skies to play it a little bit more, to play to their volume that they want. They can either be really aggressive or really passive. There's really no limitations they have anymore, unless you're attempting to save it as well. But you're at a gun disadvantage. So
we've seen what Skies can do on this sheriff last night. Got a 4K, almost got a 5K. So we'll have to see. We have 4 big irons and the biggest iron over here.
They do have a good read right now because Daimyo is able to jump spot there. The defender, KJO, is going to come out. They decide to be super aggressive. That's an option you can. They get in the picks for it. They do manage to destroy it. Defender's going to get one. The aftershock. Oh, Ottoman's able to get one. The trades are effectively going through. Now Boise State has the number advantage.
But again, thinking of the eco, thinking of the weapons, much more beneficial for the Broncos.
Oh, 100%. This round's already super worth it, just in the fact that they've managed to get 3 eliminations. Super worth it, but you know, James Madison's on a 5-round roll, so they have the eco to resupply it. Boise State's got to win this round. They can't take this as a good enough. They're gonna flash big bag.
One enemy remains. 30 seconds left.
Sheriff.
Patience, and there's Skies. Perfectly round in the corner, able to get Murr. No trade left.
The journey of the 5-round deficit starts with a single round.
It starts with a single round, one step at a time.
You can just hear Daimyo screaming in the background saying "nice," but you know what that means? They're fired up.
Yep, the energy level's got to be high here, because this is a game where, you know, it's not, oh, move on to next week. You're out now, or you keep moving forward. These teams are going to fight with everything they have. Or the Odin spam's going to go through, not find anybody.
We'll try to keep moving forward until their enemies are destroyed. Again, they have to make up this deficit.
Really
Rihanna just very good clean Skies. Gets it off. Now things are looking a little more difficult for James Madison.
Yeah, James Madison sort of got stunned there in terms of now they're going to have to slow down, think about it a little bit. They're down pretty big on the number side of it. However, though, they are the transition over A. I imagine it's only going to take a couple more seconds until we see some rotations over by other players. Yeah, we do see Rihanna slow. They kind of start to rotate. Daimyo's jiggling the angles even more.
Yeah.
Their KJ's pretty deep in the site already. They're actually already on site. Ottoman, knowing they're the sole defender here.
But maybe they'd rather attempt a retake then.
No, yeah, 100%. You don't need to play for,
you know. If you're just planting in the corner, all of them going to heaven.
Spike planted.
Nothing crazy.
Ooh, might be Seekers here.
Seek them out.
Are going to use Seekers here. Want to make sure they secure.
Found one.
Yeah, the birdie.
Blinded.
Okay.
Now
Hiroko, yeah, they. Hiroko. Suspended. Top.
Turret out.
A little dot. Ooh, guys Skies trying to do some blind firing, doesn't find anything.
Cover going out.
Rihanna trades it, and now this defuse coming through, but Rihanna not actually able to
Enemy remaining.
find
Last
defuse
player
quite
standing.
yet. Gets taken out, and this is probably no time.
This, oh, wow. Point.
Got taken out by Tundra.
Yeah, got taken
So
out
got
by
taken
Tundra,
out by
yeah.
Tundra, but also Tundra gets taken out by the spike. So it is a round win for JMU, but not the cleanest round.
Yeah, very, very, very unfortunate that what was such a numbers advantage for Boise State ended up turning out to not effectively run their way. But Boise State, you know, has 4 ults.
4 ults?
4 ults. James Madison has 3. So, and they once again have this cosmic divide. And they also have Hunter Furies and Knives as well. So they can play a lot of post-plant and easily get into the site and just play post-plant if they want. But they leave Spike in spawn. So they're playing some info, playing for some picks.
See Skies. 2 9s, gets 1, gets reset. That's what you need to see.
That's
But
the other
doesn't
player as
see
well.
Doroko. But still has those knives.
Not going to push their luck any farther, though, which ultimately might look like a smarter play. No reason to rush into enemy arms when they have such a good crossfire going on. Let them do you know you have the setups. You have the number. You have a 3-piece rotation over.
Skies floating through the air. Doesn't see anybody, but is out for blood. Heading towards A side though.
They faked the fake on themselves and us. They're heading over to A side, but Ottoman's still holding main. Ooh, but Doroko's gonna find the headshot, take down Ottoman, and immediately the rotation over.
Just say it's A,
Yep.
get over here.
There's no more time. They are gonna have to plant.
30
hit.
seconds left.
Skies again. Okay,
Thunder
breach
committed.
ultimate comes through. Skies tries to find the knives, doesn't find anything. However, Dainu trades
Player
it.
standing.
But this is looking like a sweep here. Mariana gets 1.
Spike planted.
Mariana is going to have to find. Using the KJ is going to have to time this well. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Doesn't have a lot of time to play for a long brought will trigger. Knows Mariana's on the site.
Yeah, that's super dangerous. I'm a little more surprised that the breach didn't use the utility to destroy the KJ lockdown. But it works out in their favor at the end of the day anyway, because they now move on to a 7-1 lead.
Yeah.
And
Watch Skies here. Jumps out. Immediately headshot.
Well, this is Mur plays that really well in terms of holding that angle, and then once again, I forget who it is, but one of our players goes for a weapon as well, and gets headshot again. So really unfortunate circumstance, but Mur sort of put the team on the back a little bit.
Yep. Kind of being a little cheeky here to hide, but I feel like the Dukes probably know something's a little suspicious here.
They still have the majority of the 5, actually all the 5 now on the C site. Not on the C site, on C long, and Rihanna is still holding this corner here, kind of just spamming.
Rihanna's biding his time.
Paranoia might be committed for this.
We'll find nothing if used.
Yeah, it will find absolutely no value. They do have Alarm Bot here in Garage, and Rihanna is still in range if they decide to go for it.
How'd the dog?
Ottoman used the dog, got a lot of info there, or at least a little bit of info. Not too sure where they're gonna hit. Swings, doesn't find anything. And that's gonna be a free B site.
Yeah, smoke's coming through. Zubimafu gets the plant once again.
Spike
This guy
planted.
is coming around, but this is going to be quite a precarious position for the Broncos. See, Rarena coming across, maybe tries to find any lurkers, but Doroko, if you notice on the minimap, kind of smells something's amiss.
Yep. No reason to have 5 on site when you have 4 committed to it, so definitely on that flank watch right there.
Yeah, it looks like Broncos are just going to try and find exit eliminations here.
Yeah. This is going to be it was going to be really tough, and they also have as many ults as they want possible.
Watch Daimyo versus Doroko here.
Paranoia cancels bounces up the stuns.
Oh!
It's an exit
Gets one.
frag.
Oh! Doroko. I mean, just barely not able to find the headshot. I feel like we've seen that before.
That looks sort of similar. A little reversed, a little flipped, inverted.
Hey,
but
stop reusing the script, guys. Come on. So 1-8.
J-Bag is going to use the ultimate there. It's going to activate it, but that is a smart call by me. I really do like when teams use ultimate or timeouts at the end of the day. It forces the game to slow down. Not only you can do as much as you want pre-round mental and pep talk to your team, but having that actual minute that stops everybody. Take the hands off the keyboard. You can't warm up. You can't do anything else. You can't shoot bots in the meantime. It's sort of an ice, not really an ice, but I think it forces both sides to slow down. Hopefully, it has the good effect for Boise State of causes James Madison to lose some footing and have us gain some ground, but you never really know.
Not only does it kind of ice, if you want to go that momentum, ice the other side that whoever's winning by a lot. It also allows Boise State or whoever's losing to kind of reevaluate what's going wrong. What do we need to do? What do we need to change? What's our strategy?
Yep.
Do we just need to click heads? I mean, clicking heads is always good. So.
It's always good, but you also want to. There should be a method to the madness at the end of the day.
Aim can only get you so far.
Yep.
This isn't CS:GO.
We do see Daimyo with 12.
Need that back.
Very well. Tundra loving this Odin play.
Daimyo with the jump peek. Gets the information, but no armor. 85 HP.
Yeah. That can be committed as well. Secondary blind might be exchanged there. Heading over to C again. Wait out that.
Daimyo might be in for a little bit of a nasty surprise here.
Yeah. He's going to recommit that smoke as well, which is really good smoke for defenders to play in and outside of and around. Rolling Thunder is going to be committed as well. Paranoia is going to be committed to blind and slow down the push. It's going to find some people. It does get the smoke.
Spike down, C.
Gets traded out. Gets a headshot. Sky's going to get
one enemy remaining.
It's been so legendary. Stuck around for 3 rounds.
Yeah, now Doroka's running away.
Yeah.
35 seconds, but we'll have to see where this KJ plants it. If this KJ decides to plant it.
Yep. Does have lockdown.
30 seconds left.
Doubt you would use it. That'd be very, very dumb to use it in a 1v1 situation.
Alarm bot.
Turret is gonna find him. Daimyo.
Oh no, Daimyo.
Looking for there is an alarm bot on the other side of it, so Doroko will be immediately alerted to Daimyo's flank. Running out of time here.
10 seconds left.
They're forced to go for the plant here. Yeah, they're stuck in a pinch situation. Here's Daimyo.
Guys, his AirPods in.
Not enough time. Don't peek. Don't do anything. Just sort of let this person exist and loses the op. We're gonna lose the op there actually.
That's actually catastrophic. I think.
That is such a big exit bag for Doroko right there.
Let me see Haven.
Actually, no, I think J-Bag managed to pick it up. Okay, J-Bag managed to
Okay.
All
right, good.
Yeah.
Still, going down a person.
Yeah, it's so
good.
So
need to.
you're gonna have to rebuy. You're gonna have to rebuy shields. You're gonna have to rebuy youth at the end of the day. So I guess you lose either 400 or 1,000. Which in that case,
and
guys
look at Eldon. Eldon only has 800 credits to get that full buy. So Eldon here, or at least in this round, things aren't going to be looking too great. However, we don't need to be. So Critical Skies again with that operator gets it back, but
you are divided.
Any connection? Aldum taken out already. 3v5.
You should run
very quickly.
Boss coming back.
KJ comes through.
Really use to help clear this site right now.
Just getting the plan.
Spike planted.
Don't worry too much about it. Rihanna is sitting on this heaven spot. Cosmic Divide does go down, but Smoke's immediately going to replace it.
Yeah. Marin might be able to find something. But they probably suspect it. You have to suspect it. Yeah. J-Bag coming on the side. Finds the Dimabu. Finds Murr. Jet comes through. Finds Q.
in this last corner here. It is the Tundra Odin main. This could be dangerous. Not looking in the right direction right now. Also stuck. The concuss is going to come out. Yeah, such a tough situation. J-Bag managing to pull 4 eliminations out of nowhere right there. What seemed like such a, once again, you know, Boise State find themselves in these clutch situations with, that's the second time.
I was going to say, if I had a nickel for every time I've seen a member of the Broncos get a 4K,
I have
and then
2.
tragically fall, I'd have 2 nickels, which is weird. It's happened twice.
It's happened twice. Now that's an A class. That's an A tier reference right there. But yeah, Boise State not able to find these gaps, get in these clutch moments right here, not able to close it out. And it is tragic, and it's definitely detrimental to
Nowhere to run.
How many here hits one, runs away.
Smart decision. Are they aware of the rubber? They are. Diamond's going to TP away. Smart play. This turns down. So there definitely is a flank that could happen here. Zambufu might not be aware. Is it? That's bombed down.
Spike
Yeah, they
down.
don't spike
Attacker
now.
spawn.
This is very big. Very big.
It's going to TP away. That is, yes. I really stay alive for the situation, for the scenario. I really do like this because Boise State has to start winning rounds here, right?
Statistically, teams that lose 13 rounds usually lose.
I'm surprised you're not seeing what I'm talking about.
What?
If Boise State wins one more
Blocking
round,
vision.
what hex
Concealment.
activates?
Oh. I thought you said that's not real.
Nah, for us, it's not real.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Tundra able to find one there though. Rebound, did they able to get the share pick? Rebound and Daimyo are alive.
20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. Play your numbers.
Yes, and has to plan.
Wait out the bullets. All right, what kind of jutsu is this? Like what
Switching
incantation
sides.
are we using here?
I already did it off screen. You know, it's already set up.
Whenever
You don't need to worry about
whenever Genji says like, "What are you good? No good in." It's okay.
Oh boy, that was.
I'm sorry. All I know is Ryu's dragon. Okay.
It's a hard one to copy.
I know. I'm sorry. I've offended everyone, especially Daimyo. Fun fact: did you know Daimyo is a Japanese warlord?
I did not know. No. How did you find this information?
Well,
Fine.
during the Warring Kingdoms period, or known as the Sengoku Jidai, there were several Daimyo. One of these was Oda Nobunaga. And as we actually go back into what we're actually supposed to be discussing, bird comes through. Doesn't really find much.
Finds the alarm bot though, nonetheless. But that's the info. Could be false info. It definitely is, but Rogue clears it.
And now we're kind of seeing tempo sped up. Sky comes through, tries to find some trash. Isn't able to find anything, but is in this little cubby. And I don't think that the Dukes actually know that Skies is here.
No, but I imagine they do 100% clear it here, but they don't have they don't have the util to necessarily clear it. So they have to kind of clear bodies out to clear it, and it'd be really big if Skies.
Takes out Rihanna. We just have trades all across the board. Skies takes out Tundra. Also taken out once again. But now it is up to Daimyo. But through the smoke.
Check all their PCs. Check all of them.
I think it's more of a process of elimination.
No, 100% is. 100% is. Because I mean, it definitely is something you get, and I don't think Daimyo was. I don't know if Daimyo was shift walking. I don't know, but if your ears are that good to hear it in that chaos, wow. You need to be an audio technical engineer because that was insane.
It's the gaming chair, okay?
The gaming chair.
It's the gaming chair.
I forgot.
Unfortunately, the Boise State Esports Arena gaming chairs do not have the built-in wall hacks.
No, they do not. No, they do not.
Boise SMGs across the board here
That
for
was
the Broncos.
Faster play style right here. Was able to force The moves move off. Let's go for it. Didn't do it. The spray to the smoke. This is going to find the line. Guys now inside. They have sight completely clear. Ultimate
Flight.
Yeah.
Thank these guys for an enemy right there. But Drone is going to find at least one person here. Gets a lot of info. They now know where Spike gets planted as well. And Murr able to catch him beating Rihanna, but Alden's able to get a trade on.
Yeah, Alden wins a trade. That's better than usual. Good footwork. Gets taken out.
J-Bag getting one more
jumping. Yeah.
Great. Daimyo does it. Wow.
I think that was a dink, though.
It was a dink, but that's what I'm surprised that it didn't turn into elimination here. Flying
One enemy remaining.
on Sky. Sky's used updraft, and it's the big brain for the bait for J-Bag, who's once again going to find a 3-piece. One less than the 4-piece they got, but nevertheless, that's a round that Boise State's going to take and put in their pocket here.
Gets the 3-piece, gets that side, gets that drink. That's what you like to see.
That's, yeah, that is, yeah. The 4-4-4. I don't know.
The 4-4-4.
Yeah, the 4-4.
That's 4-10.
4 for 10?
4 for 10.
That wouldn't be a bad combo, but sort of, you do see eco-wise, it's a little mixed right now. That's sort of the interesting part about trading one at the beginning of the round. You have these interesting ecos that go into it. We do have some rifles, we do have some stingers. First aid does get a little bit of damage, not a whole lot on Daimyo.
Yeah.
Most of the armor's gone though.
Dukes lose this round, they're gonna probably lose the next few.
Yeah, I would say if Boise State manages to close out this round with a good amount of numbers left, at least 1 or 2 rounds.
That is huge! 2 free eliminations right here. This opens up C-Site. Look at where this opposing breach is, though.
Yeah,
what is he up to?
Smoke.
Oh, Rihanna gets taken out. Had the AirPods in.
Oh, and now you're going to find J-Bag as well. And able to find Outman. That is 3 that James Madison has managed to find and pick up. Out of change skins. Now Merge get into the action as well. Gets the stun.
Yeah. Watch Daimyo. That smoke is so smart, honestly. Oh.
Not able to find it. James Madison able to crawl themselves out from a numbers disadvantage. It's
Thrifty.
really big. Time
They
and
sent
time
them
again,
less for nothing.
has managed to avoid near disaster. A couple times that Boise State has not been able to convert the rounds over to their side.
Now, I don't want to be too doomer, but I feel like at this point for Boise State, you say, we got to force this overtime.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Yeah, you
you're
have to.
probably going to lose a round at some point.
Yeah, yeah, you know. You got a while, you know. They could get lucky, you know, they could get 5 eliminations, and, you know.
Yeah.
Big luck, but yeah, Boise State has to find a formula. They have to find a way that's going to work for them. Start getting some eliminations. They're going to give them the advantage here. They are going to slow down the tempo, which we saw break out. Definitely Haven's a little more slow tempo map here.
Yeah. But speaking of slow tempo, icy slow tempo. If we go to the next map, it's Ice Mountains. Everyone's favorite.
Solid win, nonetheless.
Yeah.
The smoke, I just...
Solid below 32 degrees.
Looks like in Boise, Idaho. While back. Rihanna is able to stake, though, but he's going to find J-Bag nonetheless.
That puts that C-Take, shuts it down now.
It's going to be really hard to sort of...
Oh, no!
Spike down. C.
Time and time again, and
Rihanna blocks all of them.
And is that 1 HP too? But Skies might be able to find Zico. You see the gun poking out. Just committed. Committed to staying there.
30 seconds
Bullets
left.
flying in front of me and hitting me, and I'm committed. I commend the commitment to staying hidden in that spot, as if you weren't seen. But I guess they didn't know their gun was poking out. So let's. Boise State is still at a numbers disadvantage here. They're going to make it a little bit. They only have 12 seconds.
Yeah, Big B go to C.
10 seconds left.
Oh, the girl!
Last player standing.
Guessing it's 3! Oh, it's a disaster!
Curse able to pick up 4 there at
Match
11
point.
HP. absolutely detrimental to Boise State's mental ability right there. As now you're at match point. Now 12-14. It is going to be quite the climb for Boise State if they're going to find a rhythm or a tempo here to find it. As you look at the scoreboards, yeah, I mean they went 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Undisputed.
Skies can't even afford anything. Has to pick up SMG.
Get out of my way!
So, see that recon dart comes through.
That dart.
Jet will take off. But yep, by Skies.
I want your trash.
Takes out
Last
3.
player standing.
Takes out 4. Takes out 5. And
Defenders
runs
win.
salt in the wounds. Zabumafu does what the Broncos could not and gets the ace.
Wow, that was definitely a map sided towards James Madison, and going back into the series again, going to game 3, pushing it all the way. And once again, we are going to be going to break. Hopefully, you'll stick around to see it after a 1-1. Who's going to take home the match and push home to finals? We'll see after the break.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Dave, it's your Idaho Central app. I know this car got you through college, but check this out. In my credit, your credit score looks good. And there's a great rate on this auto loan so we can score a roomier ride. Whoa, who's driving this thing? The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
Hello, welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena here where tonight we are at the game point match, game number 3 going into it of who will it be, BSU or JMU that's going to take the 3rd game of this series and move on and advance to the semifinals of the LCQ number 2 going into it. BSU ended up taking Ascent number 1 at a 13-11 scoreline, and then JMU ended up taking Haven at a 13-4, I believe was the number that I saw. And moving on to it, it's going to be Icebox for game number 3. It's a map that I know that this team specifically wasn't super comfortable on at the beginning. This is like, I think, last semester, if I remember correctly. But more than anything, it was a map that they worked on a lot. And now I know that they are very confident on it, and they move forward. It's one of the maps that I remember they used to rely on I think at the beginning of last fall semester, that they used effectively in a lot of lineups really well. So I think they're gonna play really well. I'm more curious as to who made the map pick actually. We don't, because from our perspective, we don't know who made those map picks. I'd be surprised to see if it was JMU that'd make it, because then I could see Kevin being a Boise pick actually.
Yeah, I mean, if we're assuming the Descent was Boise State's pick, then it's probably what James Madison's pick for the second
Haven,
map,
yeah.
and then third map
would be us then. So, but I can see it going either way. I can see us choosing Ascent. I could also see us be the ones choosing Haven. So, we're once again not quite 100% sure, but nevertheless going into it in terms of Icebox, probably going to see the Viper.
Yeah,
you're 100%. You're 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, we're gonna see Viper.
100% gonna see the Viper.
Viper on A site, Viper on B site, doesn't matter.
Sova's probably gonna be seen again. I wouldn't doubt if we see Daimyo on the Omen again. Skies, actually, maybe the Neon here. It's a very uncommon pick. I know that for a fact. But if you're very comfortable on that character, you can find a lot of ways to be deadly around these corners. A lot of the ways. Aldman, I could. Probably gonna see the Rihanna.
We might see
on that funny little character.
What's her face? Reina?
Autumn on Arena, yeah, actually, yes.
No, Sky's on Reina.
I mean, it could be Aldman, Rihanna, or Skies that ends up being a duelist here, because I do remember the first couple times I'd see Rihanna play. Rihanna would play Reina on Icebox. So
yeah. I'm just going with the most
way.
recent. I'm just going with the most recent. I think I saw Skies. So the Broncos. They have no shortage of experience on Icebox, have no shortage of picking up rounds, but they do have a little bit of difficulty, and I don't want to be a pessimist in saying this, but a little bit of difficulty in closing it out on Icebox.
Yeah, I think, definitely. I mean, more than anything, the mental's got to recover here, especially from last round, because it was one of those things of so many situations that were so close to closing out, two almost aces that ended up coming down to a 1v1 situation. And I think there was two other times as well that I think we were in situations where we were in deficits of numbers, or they were in deficit of numbers, and we did not end up closing out that round, and they ended up pulling it back. So it's those rounds specifically that make a map for a team very strong, and that's when you know they're really feeling it.
Mirror matchup over here.
Mirror
Sage.
Actually, yeah.
Don't know, like you said, yet.
No Omen though, so I was wrong. I was wrong on that, and I did not say Sage either. So
yeah, all those ice walls are
70% in terms of.
Hey, Rihanna on KG though. I haven't seen that one before.
100% in that terms. I'm 3 for 3 there.
3 for 3. I mean, does this man play anything else? I think he does.
No, 100% does, but it's definitely a character that's very in the meta right now, so it's hard to. It's like Chamber.
Meta slaves. That's like me in League of Legends. Like I could be Master Tier myself if I played the meta, but I will not do it. I will not do the slave. Album runs away, but they kind of know that it's a B take here.
They're very very worried now. Or on the side of B as well. That Viper wall is going to split the side in half. They have yet to entry here, and we actually see their Sova with the bomb shift walking all the way over to A, where their KJ is sort of saying they have no info from the turret in terms of mid. Yeah, so it was a fake hit over in B, and they managed to do it effectively because they managed to draw over 4 now.
Yeah,
and I imagine a couple seconds. Yeah, everyone will start to rotate with more than likely all of them staying. Yep.
The zip lines, they know what's going on. In this case, J-Back.
Spike down A.
This will be the plan. It's a 4 versus 4.
Spike planted.
But one's lagging behind. Viper might catch him out. There's a little bit of a duel going on. Doroko takes out Daimyo. Arena trades, but immediately gets taken out. And now this is
Last player standing.
for the Dukes. Now Aldum has to find something. It's reloading. Isn't able to find it. 3 surviving here for James Madison on this first round. Or second round.
For that round as well.
First round. I can't.
Yeah, first. Numbers are interesting.
I'm like, I forget when the round ticks, whether it's like after the round or during the round.
Yeah. But James Madison's going to win that pistol round. Boise State's going to be on a little bit of a save here. We see Sky's like forcing it a bit. Bufu's going to ditch the mark.
Okay, let's watch Eldon. Shorty, swapping weapons. I don't know if he wasn't able to buy.
Yeah, had the knife out, had Shorty out, and then from there it was a dangerous situation. Spike is actually on the side of B. They are going to use Shadow Drone to drone it out, clear the close angles that they might not look to. J-Bag's pretty far up here in terms of A. Alarm bot goes off. KJ might go for fight. Skate. Sky's going to get one. I don't know if that was through the smoke or if he popped out briefly.
Speaking of checking PCs.
Everyone
needs their PC check.
Everyone needs a PC check.
Always get rid of those unnecessary files, guys. Come on. Don't be a data hoarder.
What's that?
Oh, is it supposed to be smoking? Mining Bitcoin. It's planting. Serena takes out Doroko, and now it is a 4v3 with that ice wall. There's plenty of time to play for here if you are the Dukes.
The ice wall is yet to be broken out, I believe. They haven't broken out first. So they actually did. Viper is going to go down. Almost traded out. Merge is going to pick onto Skies here. That slows, buying them slow amount of time and win them a lot of battles here. Murray's going to pick up 2 more. Looking for another 4-piece. Murray's going to do it. Woo! 8 kills in 2 rounds. The Battle Sage is alive right now. That's James
I was literally about to be like, Murr's that meme of that anime screenshot. It's like, I'm a healer, but, and then it has the gun.
Yeah.
I'm a doctor, but. He says you cannot kill.
There's some TF2 line that's like that.
That was not medicine. Aldum said, well, Sage says you will not kill my allies, but she says nothing about our enemies.
Yeah, that's actually
that is true.
Very interesting take there. They are defaulting here, going for a 2-2-1.
Yeah. Not really a lot of people being on B side, honestly. It looks like this is a little bit of a push here for Kirose.
Here is spotted by the turret, but I don't know if you're exactly looking that way. Skies is clearing that. Skies where is going to pick up the kill on the enemy jet.
Wins it out. Slows things down a little bit. The duel is still alive.
Makes JMU sort of sit back a little bit, take a step back. They're going to have to reevaluate the situation here. I believe nobody else has a rifle. Confirm that for 2 of the 4 that are still alive. So sprayed now 3 of the 4.
You will not kill my ally.
They're going to commit to the res. Now they're back to even numbers. Now they do have a rifle. And actually, nobody. You see the sort of setup here that they have. Nobody's on this B site right now.
And it looks like Doroka's kind of trying to bait it out.
30 seconds left.
Doroka gets taken out, trying to bait something over at A, and does mean that the members of Doroka kind of trying to run over the B site. Spike carrier taken out. Now 15 seconds left.
Yeah, 15 seconds left. But this is dangerous because they have a lot of room to work. Yeah, that's
one
exactly
enemy
what
remaining.
Find one, but J-Bag and Skies are going to close it out. And in a flash, Boise State's going to take the first round out of 3 and put a number on their board in terms of it. Yeah. James Madison will also be able to buy this round as well. So it's really impactful if Boise State's able to close out another one and force James Madison into a saving spree. And then from there, they can start taking back the lead. But if James Madison, once again, we saw it from Haven. If they pick up momentum, it's really hard to shut them down.
Definitely.
Placing sentry.
Dart is going to find anything, a little bit input. Somebody, at least one person's there. Alarmbot's going to go down. A little bit of a split here with not a lot of info into mid right now. But it doesn't matter. There's no BSU presence is currently directly in mid. There's
JMU taking a little bit of nap here. Not a
Not putting a lot of pressure towards either site or really any place at all. You see a little more pressure being applied towards mid right now.
Place your bets. B or A. It's looking like it's B. Maybe?
No, it'll be A.
Okay.
They're gonna fake it. They have the time to do it. They have the patience to do it as well. The Viper wall is here as well.
We have the technology.
Clearing the corners, clearing.
Definitely looking a little curious about how this site is going to be approached. Jose jumps onto the crate. A great position, but also is just firing through. Gets a lot of damage down.
Guys going to be healed. Shot guards being exchanged by both sides. Aren't going to find any value.
Visual clarity much. I can't see anything.
20 seconds left. Wall is completely destroyed besides a single standing.
Doroko might get taken out though.
Oh my god!
Oh, just barely misses the plant,
And
but
10 seconds left.
Stops the plant.
Enemy remaining.
James Madison's team falls apart as they fully commit to a B site. And BSU played that absolutely perfectly. The Broncos.
Can you really say it was a fully commit? I kind of felt like they were kind of.
Well, they did fully committed for their presence there. Actually, I didn't see this. There was a fight out in mid.
Yeah. Like I said, Doroko, I think, got taken out. Yeah.
Yeah. J-Bag gonna find one and then gets the flank to rotate. Yeah, gets Zambuku who's not paying attention.
Sorry, I don't need to correct you.
No. I can't even.
It's a kid show. It was a kid show on PBS, the Crap Brothers, and there was like a ring-tailed lemur called Zabumafu. And the theme song would go, "You and me," or "Me and you and Zabumafu." Oops, sorry.
It rhymes.
Very nostalgic.
Get out of my way!
Uh-oh. Looks like somebody popped the Jet Ultimate.
James Madison Crusade. That's nice. J-Bag's going to get one to get traded out by Mert, the Sheriff. Diamond's going to find one. Looking for a second here as there's one more still in that maze point. Wall. Doesn't have res, though. Actually, still with the knives here. Dash is going to be used. Or the timer, more like it's going to run out. They might not have heard Daimyo down here. He is going to get the headshot. Looking for a second. Gets the third. And
oh my god! Those knives miss, and Daimyo says, should have hit him.
Absolutely massive round. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Oh,
then the spray.
Where'd the bang one go? That was my face right there. I just made.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, Broncos, come on, defuse.
Yeah, defuse. Get the point.
This is the part where Counter-Strike would be like, move, I have kit if you're the other person.
Move, I have kit. That's
because it stops the defuse because the kit cuts the defuse time in half.
Yeah.
And so if somebody was defusing and they didn't have a kit, if you were the enemy, you would say, move, I have kit, and they would stop their defuse. Then you'd realize it was the enemy that said it.
Oh.
And then they were like, oh, crap. Then the bomb would blow up. See, it's mind games like that. You can't do that in Valorant. I've tried. They say, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't think, about 90% of the player base would be confused when you say add kit. I imagine, at least. That's probably a massive exaggeration, but...
I mean, a lot of them came from...
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. That's what I say. That's a massive exaggeration. You're at least familiar with some terminology from the game. Like, yeah, I know certain words, but I don't know the full
So, looks like this is an A take. That Viper wall comes through. The ice field, slip field. Skies gets a nice elimination there.
Oh!
And taken out by Kirase, though.
Spike planted.
Head glitch there. Not able to see the head at all.
You will not kill my allies!
Again, Murph for the second time in the same half is going to get the revive on Zambuku.
Uh-oh. Nova ultimate comes through.
Does get the half. That's what really matters. Viper ult goes down as well. Tundra finding two with the Viper Molly. Almost going to get one, but get traded out by Murr, and Murr getting a second. What was a chaotic?
Honestly, that was kind of duped. I felt like it was kind of duped. You have that much utility. You have those
Yeah.
ultimates coming. You have the Hunter's Fury. You have the jungle of the Viper.
Yeah, that was that. Viper was getting committed there, and then J-Bag dying to the Viper Molly is sad. Tragic.
Sad. Yeah. But back to the cupcake. Back to the discussion of CS versus Valorant. I can't believe Riot Games really said we're gonna have our one-shot sniper. We're gonna call it the operator, or op for short.
It's spelled different. It's spelled entirely
No,
different.
I do not want to hear it. They were
just-
unoriginal as heck.
You should
I don't
run.
think it's being about an original. Maybe they want to be nostalgic to a degree. Yeah, so you're not really nostalgic if something's still in.
Tundra takes
finding
out
the
Altum.
flank. Slid in and out. Bloodhound J-Bag? And J-Bag is going to find two, and Sky's getting one.
Immediately?
Spike
Yeah,
planted.
immediately. This flips the table. Spike is planted though.
But now we're at the flank completely and entirely. Zambufu's going to challenge the clone duel, and Murray's going to find one as well. They even out the numbers as well, but the Fender lockdown's going to come out. Some more slows. Going to slow down Rihanna. Sky's is also there.
Yep.
But they don't have Hunter's Fury to save them.
Last
Smoke's
player
coming
standing.
out.
That
Murray's
is a
gonna get
great
one
smoke.
on-
Do they even know it's being defused? Oh, well, I guess they do now.
Not a lot of time. Takes the look down to get the dart.
That was looking good for the Broncos, but then Duke's turning it around. If only Jet Smoke, what didn't last for like half a second.
Yeah, Jet Smoke feels very short. But I
It's
don't think.
almost like it's meant to use as an initiation tool and not an actual smoke.
Well, I think it was more of the courtesy of, hey, I'm going to smoke you off, you go for it, and then also it's a second smoke as well. So you can use it for the entirety of the defuse if you time it right. But unfortunately, Sky's got taken down and wasn't able to use the second one.
Bam! All right, we don't even get to see you back.
Boom. Production.
Downvote.
Downvote.
Our production. I would know. I'm one of them.
Weird
I'm
flex, but okay.
I'm cracking myself up.
Nobody quite finding anything yet. Skies is extremely low, but is going to find the heal. They do have res as well, but they also have Viper's Pit. So if they get onto the side, J-Bag taking the
Spike
initiative.
down.
He's going to get one. Look for a second. Curse is going to get the trade. A few seconds after. Diamond.
But look at the positioning here.
But it's alone on site, though.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Boxed very easily. Wall's going to be committed.
Viper poison coming through. Not what you want to see for the Broncos.
Now planting as well. No flanking bodies as well.
This is going to be a very difficult retake, but if anyone can do it, it will be the Broncos. Poison.
Oh! The Dynamo does get one as well, though.
One enemy remaining.
There's Diamond taking a second as Viper's down there. Aware.
No, this is Murr is healing.
Time.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, there it is. Yeah.
All
Alderman
right,
is gonna-
Alden gets it.
only heals for 30 HP. That's the other big part. That the Sage heal doesn't do that much, and I have heard mixed responses from other people in terms of whether they like it or not in terms of that. But also the big thing is, since we're talking about recent changes in patches, Vine got to drive some changes, which we don't need to talk about that too much because that's not going to be in the rotation for a while. But the changes on Gecko are pretty insane. In fact, I haven't seen Gecko used at all, but I still feel even though the changes, as he isn't able to destroy.
I feel like Gecko might be banned from the station.
No, but I do think the nerf, the patch to him, where his Molly is not able to destroy the ultimate, was his ability to be a solo initiator. So that's like a big thing with like every initiator that gets used primarily, besides Sky, I guess, is able to destroy Cade. But
Spike planted.
besides that, this round goes so far. No trades or no eliminations on either side. And everyone being at relatively full health. Spike goes down. Alderman's going to find one here. Viper Molly is going to go down. There goes Wall. J-Bag's going to find one as well. decommit from the flank.
5v3, but Broncos have found themselves in this spot before and have lost it, so they'll have to be careful.
One enemy remaining.
Poison.
Rihanna?
Rihanna takes out 2. Takes out 3. That is a flawless. That is exactly what the Broncos needed.
Flawless.
That was very weird sequence around because I was sort of just talking, and
all of a
sudden then they got plant down, and then slowly but surely, one elimination after another. Boise State just kind of starts picking apart this James Madison team, and Boise State taking back the lead. Now at a 5-4, this Icebox map is being extremely close so far. They're trading rounds.
Yeah. And theoretically, if Boise State doesn't troll, should be able to pick up another round here.
Yes, if they do not manage to pop off, but knives are there.
Karase, yeah, uses the knives.
This could be big. Karase definitely is dangerous, but is immediately going to use them.
Finds nothing.
And finds nothing for a second time. Does buy the time though. He's going to sniff them out and find them.
Enemy mark.
In tunnels. They might decommit from it. The enemy KJ has not decommitted from it though, however. Still sticking in there. Nobody quite making any massive movements of aggression. Seems everybody's just sort of at a standstill right now, waiting for the others to make their move. Damian on a rotation over to mid right now. We do see a decommit from the 3 that are over on the A side, making rotation over towards B. And once again, this KJ is still sitting. That's not changed. I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that vision code move a single inch.
Oh wait, what?
They're jiggling. Okay.
Okay.
That's why.
I have mastered the ability
30 seconds left.
to stand so still that I'm in perception.
Oh, the spray!
Oh, through the smoke! Through the wall.
Oh, Rihanna sees it. The classic gets a little bit of damage here.
This guy's taken out by J-Bag.
Skies though.
Spike planted.
We're gonna have to find out. But again,
Standing ahead.
this is looking much better for the Broncos in terms of weapon ability.
And weapon ability as well. Because of it, Alden's going to use the res on Sky. He goes shot dart. He's going to get it. Wall goes down. Viper Molly going to take away anyway. Murr and Tundra going on a spree right now.
One enemy remaining.
Trade Skies gets one more. Smoke goes down. They'll get to half before it gets. That smoke's going to dissipate. They don't have much time left. The second down. The spray. Samuel's going to find it. And that's going to be round number 6 going in favor of Boise State. At 6-4, they've managed to get a 2-round lead. However, James Madison will have full buy here. They're going to force it. They're going to be low on credit. So the fact that Murr and Tundra find trades here is really devastating. For an eagle round, the fact that James Madison got the plant down and got 3 eliminations to boot with it, they're 4. Even though they lose it.
4.
No, they didn't get 4. They didn't get Skies.
Remember, they got the
oh, yeah, it's true. The res. Yeah, that's right.
So that makes me question, if you have 5 people remaining at the end of the round, because of the Sage-ult, is it still technically a flawless?
I would not know that answer, but we do have Viper's Pit committed on the side of A. That's the one on top that's going to find a lot of room to work with. They're going to want to, and they're still sticking to it. They're still committing to this A push. The back out a little bit. J-Bag is going to find one though, nonetheless.
So that could do nothing.
Is it a worthy trade though to lose your entry, factor?
I mean, Kirase was kind of deep at the end.
Yeah.
Had 0 HP left.
Mm-hmm.
And there's kind of in a conga line over here.
I see a rotation over. We do see Rihanna holding onto stairs and tunnel. Almonds all the way down. But no rotation over towards mid. Despite the respect, but the alarm bot does go off. The information is most definitely relayed. We do see Skies making a move, and over there is going to find one.
You will
He's going to back off now for a second. The res gets committed though.
Lock in sight.
30 seconds left.
Back up. Dart is going to find one. Skies going to get a second on the same person.
Yeah. Daroka gets taken out by Rihanna, and now it's kind of looking like Boise State says, I'll do it again. Rez, I'll just get another elimination.
Scanning ahead.
13 seconds, 12 seconds.
One enemy remaining. Spike
But
planted.
maybe the spike is planted by Mur. That's Silver.
Oh! Good job in closing it out.
But this is another flawless here for Bronco.
Really finding the footing here in this sort of late half of the first round. Hitting the gradient a little bit.
A little bit of a reminder there that anything that cosmetic in Valorant costs like $5,000.
Really like
Flawless.
I do.
I do.
You do?
That's why I said
Us.
us.
What
Last
do you mean,
round
us?
before the switch.
We us. Going right into it. Getting the
Placing sentry.
I'm a League player. I know all about everybody stuff. All right.
It's fair. And once again, we have another timeout from the side. JMU did not use it in the side of Heaven. Or not Heaven, Haven, wow. For Haven, but they did use it in Ascent. So this is the second time we're going to see them use it here in Icebox. And I think it's a worthy timeout. I think it's a valid time for them to like we talked about for the side of Boise State, to stop, not only ice the enemy team, but also sort of take a step back, reevaluate what they're doing, what they need to do. Is there anything they're doing inherently wrong? They got flawless technically twice. Or not
technically twice.
Not technically. They did get flawless, and the past two rounds have been really in a big favor towards Boise State as well. So I think it's a valid time for them to slow it down. It's more or less a question of, will it actually change anything?
I feel like it might.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it might not, which is the most non-committal answer of all time.
Yeah.
But I really feel like in terms of like how both the teams are going to play, it's not really going to affect anything.
Mm-hmm.
But this might just give the Dukes a little more time to discuss like what's our next plan for this round. So it might change what how this round happens. You see the buys come through, and it's looking a little dire if JMU does not find the round victory here.
Yeah, two people having to go on a little bit of a partial buy there. Hunter's Fury gets used. It's gonna find some. Oh, did it get any damage? It did. It did. It got two people pretty damaged there. There's damage for him. Clear out. The corner is yellow there. Here, Boise State has lockdown. This is the last round before the half. So if those two players inside of Boise State manage to stay alive, you can definitely see them being used here. Now they have the entirety of B side open.
You should
They're
run.
gonna get two on Skies. It's no more knives it's gonna use.
Rihanna has to be careful, has to find as much as they can. Okay, outside
Spike
of the kill
planted.
They'll be fine.
Last
the moves
player
is the trade.
standing.
Really big 1v4 situation. Oh, Jericho's able to find 3 here. 2 in the flank.
So I kind of told a little bit when I said this
Switching
would ruin
sides.
James Madison's ego if they lost, because I didn't realize it was, I kind of lost.
Yeah.
Lost in the sauce here.
Lost in the
But that's kind of what I expected, was it was going to really affect how they played that round.
Yeah, because every other round before that, they had played pretty slow. But that round alone, besides the solo ult, and once the solo ult came out and they had this free space to run with it, they went. They were in B site before you really could think about it, and they played really aggressive off the Viper wall as well, and they managed to get, I think, like 3 picks in the backside.
A criminal pictured. No snowman allowed, but that snowman is there. What you got to say about that?
Now side swapped. Boise State now on the attack. Performed a little bit of split here. But immediately, people committed over towards A and making the rotation. But so is James Madison. Just for a disaster for Boise State if they don't play it right.
Spikes will go down. Nobody eliminated yet, though.
Viper ball goes down. They have a little bit more free room to work with. Tundra's going to knife the corner wall here. Sky's going to pick up 1. Alvin's waiting for Tundra to break through that wall.
Revealing it.
He's going to use dart. It's a good dart. He's going to
spot. Jose gets 2. Fufu picks up a 3rd, and now Miracle advantage towards
Last player standing.
J-Bag. Nice use of the poison.
Last player standing.
Ooh. Oh! But is able to get the half. So it doesn't really matter. That's going to be James Madison.
No charges left.
Putting this game within 1 point of each other.
Yeah, very close defuse. Only 4.65 seconds remaining. Could have been. That's a knife's edge right there. I'm joking. I'm sorry. I got to stop making jokes. I'm falling flat here. I'm flatter than Kansas.
Flatter than Kansas. It's very flat.
I know.
Kersey also finding 3-piece there is really big. But once again, the stakes are high. You know, this is the game that is going to push forward. This is the final. This is last chance qualifier number 2. So the teams are really fighting for it, and you put in a VAS for a better situation.
Okay, I'm judge, by the way. I want to see what this judge does. If it won't do anything at all.
He's going to find 2 one as well. The trade, and now it's an even matchup as these 2 James Madison players are rotating over. The Molly goes down on the right spot.
Toxins going up.
Late.
Of all the places to have a shotgun, A-site is not the worst.
Not the worst. No, that's definitely true.
Can't use that yet.
Toxins going up.
Placing sentry.
Turn's going to go down instead. Cover that
Poison
flank
orb
as well.
remaining.
The lineup is going to buy them some time. The spray is going to get a little bit of damage, not too much though. Wall shortly going to go down. The second Molly is committed. Slow down as well.
One enemy remaining.
Zorko commits. But Alvin and J-Bag are going to be able to close it out.
For you.
And that's Boise State re-securing their 2-round lead here against James Madison. And their eco's effectively bad.
You didn't really have much to say about that. You're just like,
But it's facts. It's effectively bad.
like, I'm sorry.
I think they had the most I saw there was like 2,100 credits, maybe.
2023, that's how bad it is. Not that anything really horrible has happened to me in 2023, but
Not yet. The year's still young.
we just jinxed it. We're going to see something awful happen tomorrow. I guarantee it.
And it'll be us to blame.
I know.
Going into it, the Spike is down. They're defaulting it a little bit. Playing really passive right now. I imagine Skies has an op right now because of how back he is in spawn right now. He actually doesn't. They do pick up Spike. Drone didn't see anything close enough. And both these teams playing really patient.
Yeah, and interesting positioning by the Dukes. Not really kind of directly on site anywhere. I guess other than A site, but
well, they have their KJ on B. But I don't see anything other than a turret in terms of using. Well, actually, they didn't have money to buy it, so
they're broke.
Yeah. They're gonna work through two of the wall barriers, but Plank goes down with no trades effectively happening, and there is a jet.
Yeah, Kersey is just sitting. There.
Good shock target, good damage, and good value out of it.
Finally coming around, but Rihanna is very aware of what might be happening.
Sees it. Murray then gets the headshot. J-Back. A little bit of wall bang actually. Go through. Kersey with the shorty.
Last player standing.
They were not good enough.
And once again, James Madison, these eco rounds, they managed to find value out of it initially. Like with 2,000 credits, you know you're not going to win a round, but they managed to find 3 kills. And once again, going for broke, that's 3 players who have 0 credits after this buy. If they lose this round again, it's going to be tough to recover.
Honestly, at this point, I don't think weapons mean anything. It's like every time I say something, it's like, theoretically, mathematically, use the weapons correctly. The Broncos should win this. All of a sudden, like, they get aced.
Well, that's why it's theoretical.
This
guy's a bulldog here, though. That's the interesting part.
What the bulldog do?
Not able to find any damage or headshots there. Fast rotation. Okay, now it's starting to stall it out a little bit.
Fun fact, I'm pretty sure that James Madison University's mascot is a bulldog with a crown on its head. That's why it's the Dukes.
It is.
So, maybe an homage?
Perhaps.
A tribute?
An English bulldog is, English bulldog.
Call him Winston?
Actually, you probably was right there. I didn't lie. But a rotation over towards B. They are going to find a KJ setup. Persay does get scanned, pushed off of yellow. Jericho's going to find one, and Hunter Spray gets committed. Sky's going to find second. This Silva ult is going to get damage on Rihanna. Almost pushing up.
Good luck, though.
30 seconds
not
left.
Really any
They
armor.
just have res, but they're going to go through rotation here.
Yeah, no, A-Site's completely clear. There's a little bit of a bamboozle going on with the Broncos, and so this should be a clear plan if they can rush to site in time.
And J-Bag, so far up.
Yeah, J-Bag wasn't expecting that.
10
I think
seconds
J-Bag
left.
was really far up. Maybe not the bounce off the railing there, but 5 seconds left. They're going to get it down with very close time. Has the numbers now. But their KJ and Silva are pretty low.
Yeah.
Effectively one shot. Everyone's going to find one.
We're around. I heard you talking about numerical advantage.
And there it goes. There they have it again. They lost it, but now it's back to even again. That's Altman and the Reds going down. Wall. Didn't stop anybody on that tip line. Cover them a little bit. Murray's going to find it again. I don't know if Re-Round is in a position to see.
Oh,
yeah, he's just going to stick it. No way.
Oh, no. That is a Giga Brain wall.
Well, Re-Round just wasn't the elevation. They're at a lower point. That wall, they just weren't able to see it, and they knew that, or just they didn't know that and just stuck it. It worked out for them.
Yeah,
absolutely massive play.
Ecos across the board, kind of even.
Yeah, do see one hero rifle on the side of James Madison, and who better to give it though than Doroko, who's been managed to pop out in most clutch moments.
Yeah. Murr, surprisingly on the Sage, looking really hot.
Both Jet Knights will be popped here, though.
Out of charges.
Both sides have Sage res as well. Single knife gets but Boise does have the lockdown if they wish to use it, and they do.
Yeah, Dr. Killjoy used though. Gonna be looking for some detentions, but probably not gonna find anything.
Okay.
But Duke's on the other side of the map.
Ooh, that lockdown goes down just in time. I hope Boise is aware. Viper is going to go down as well. This is going to make the situation very tricky for James Madison. This guy's going to push out. Luckily, Alden pushed out as well. This guy's going to take the trade. There's Diamond.
You will not kill my ally.
Use the Reds to pick up Skies again. Persay updrafted again. Is going to find one on Daimyo. Don't get out of there. Hunter's going to find one as well. They are in Viper's though.
One enemy remaining.
J-Bag, or I'm sorry, J-Bag. The Viper's going to find one on Kersey. He's going to get one.
Team Ace.
Ooh, but more or less that smoke actually gave Tundra more cover
I'm delighted.
than they thought so.
Team Ace?
Was
Everyone's contributing.
Was that a thrifty? Not thrifty, sorry. Is it just teammates? No?
It said Team Ace.
Yeah, it says teammates. Really? I don't know why I thought it said something.
Out of charges.
TET?
No, I don't know what I was thinking, honestly, there. But nonetheless, Boise State is now at a 3-round advantage once again. At 10-7. 3 rounds away from closing it out and moving on to the semifinals in this LCQ.
Yeah,
bracket.
even so, I feel like even me, my heart's a little tense. My blood's pumping. I'm like, this is not comfortable.
No.
This is not comfortable at all. If you're, especially if you're James Madison, but even like they've been here before, where they're up on Icebox in the 3rd map and then they lose it. So.
You've got to be vigilant here, but also that's the big thing is right now James Madison is on an eco right now. So if but the shorty could be big. Oh, my shorty doesn't do that. My shorty gets for 80 there, but Kersey is able to find one and able to walk away with the weapon.
Try buying the skin.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Exactly. fast rotation over on A. The Viper is going to go down by the time. Autumn is going to put the wall down immediately without considering the site. It just start landing. And the shocking of the elimination on Zambufu, I'm so confused by how this would happen. 35 seconds, they could fast rotate. No, there's no point. 5 seconds. 5 seconds to go.
30
away.
seconds left.
Oh my god, they don't clear it!
Spike down A.
Check your corners! And it's going to Viper on this situation. What's supposed to be
One enemy remaining.
supposed to be a very winnable situation.
Thrifty.
Oh, they tricked Boise State.
How many times have I seen this? I'm sorry.
I feel like every time we say it, I feel like we're
I literally cast a crystal. I'm like, all right, Boise State's been here before, and they haven't been to more close up. Production just informed me this is called Doomsday, but no, this is definitely still winnable for both sides.
We are Superman, don't worry.
But operator for Kersey on the bottom of the scoreboard, but there's a time to shine. It's when your back's against the corner.
It's now, which operator should definitely turn this effective. J-Bag being super aggro here and pushing super far out. Might find a timing.
Oh my god, you gotta win those J-Bag! And
Murray's gonna pick up one as well, and Outman Boise State now at a severe number disadvantage. Kersey back up to full health. This operator here. Gotta find a miracle play.
One enemy remaining.
Here, Murr.
Spike down A.
Jericho are gonna find one piece by themselves. One apiece.
Don't say it. Don't say it! We are not that low.
You're right. I'm better than that.
All of them, sorry. Mid-die. Daimyo. Not able to find anything, almost, those no-scopes, but a flawless...
Where's that,
This is...
It's an interesting situation to be in, but you now can force buy. It's a really difficult situation to be in because James Madison getting these 2 rounds. You can see they have the eco to sort of keep pushing for a couple rounds in Boise State. But they've been in this situation before where they've been able to fend off James Madison effectively, even though they're down economy-wise like this.
Yeah.
We saw it happen. So it's definitely very plausible.
Just gotta hit the shots, gotta check your corners. Little things like that, like I mentioned at the very beginning. Almost takes out Kersey. That is the operator taken care of. Finds 2. Almost looking like a hero.
Bowser comes out. They are going to destroy the walls here, so that's plant. That's a step harder. Might use Hunter Fury. Is going to find it. It's going to be able to find more damage on that. This could be a rotate here as Rivian is super deep already into A. And they do have their Sage also rotating as well. Yeah, we do have a 3-piece here, but do be aware because they have their Viper watching mid. The Viper could get a timing here. Rivian is super far up.
And Daimyo still back. Daimyo barely not able to find anybody, kind of lagging behind, and now this means this is effectively a numerical disadvantage. Well, as I say that.
Aldman.
But Daimyo needs to haul his butt over to the side.
One enemy remaining.
Murr's defusing. The wall's coming through.
Yeah, there it is.
Daimyo just in time is the hero that the Broncos needed. Now it's 11-9. Oh, the victory is so close. You can smell it. You can taste it. You can touch it. Not yet, though. And Adam's length apart.
2 more rounds. All it takes is Jay Madison not out of the fight, not by a long shot. Aldrin does find 4 that round as well, but really big round to win. But James Madison, like I said, not out of it because they also have the economy to keep going for at least what I'd imagine be 2 more rounds by here. Guys, gonna use the smoke, gonna updraft. Prone to do a lot of the heavy work here. He does have a setup that could do some damage. farm bot is not going to find me here.
Block in sight.
One thing to note though,
Placing swamp
Sage
grenade.
is at
Swamp
A
grenade
site.
out.
The heals, the walls, and all that will not be available for a little while for the Dukes.
Oh!
Aldum's winning these fights again!
Spike is planted in a very interesting situation that they haven't dealt with yet so far. We also have res to ourselves as well, but no wall. So unless somebody dies in a very good spot or gets bait. Now it's just a matter of trades, or if somebody's going to be the miracle player. There also is an operator here that you have to worry about as well.
Yeah, what's coming through?
You have to break all those segments before you can find it. Here's able to find two here.
Last player standing.
This is all the shots. Yurko being that clutch player at a 1 HP warrior. And that's exactly what I meant, that they are still in it. You see these players have a lot of money. Kursei once again back on this op.
Yeah.
Boise State having to half by a little bit here. The two players in the bottom are having the hero rifles. But Autumn, J-Bag, and Rihanna are going with the sheriff. J-Bag actually opted out of the sheriff.
Boise State needs to like kiss their sheriffs and say good luck to them, because these sheriffs have not been kind to them in so many gunfights.
These guys also bought the full shields as well, so they're really going for the hero player.
Won't find anything, Kursei. But this should be an 8 take if they're able to find it. Vuvu takes out Rihanna. That is a lot of utility. And zone denial down.
Res could be used here if they end up finding a very advantageous number 5. Ooh, Kursei's literally just right up there. Is able to find the pick on Ogden. That's Res gone. Able to find Skies as well. They have a massive number advantages right now. Very cheeky spots. We don't have Spike yet.
Daimu's just burning down. He's decayed. He's healing back up. He's really going to try to take a Kursei on this operator, but he can't find the window. And the ball breaks! And so will the hopes of the Broncos of going to get this cleanly. It's tied up once again. Oh my god.
This is Skies is going to use the timeout there. So Skies does have knives available, so that's why Skies went for broke there in terms of going for the hero play. We also have, I think I saw Viper's Pit, and Aldman has Res as well. So it's not entirely out of the question to end this in 2 rounds, because we've, once again, been here in Ascent.
I've been heartbroken too many times, man.
Yeah.
I'm the one spectating, and I see the Broncos, and they're up like 11 rounds, 10 rounds on Icebox, and then
but you've got to close it out. They have the ults to do it. Skies is definitely going to pop knives this round, and you'll probably, even if Skies goes down while using knives, you can res to get knives back. You also have Viper's Pit. So if you really, I feel like it's probably, or do you think it's best to use all that stuff now, secure that round 12, so at least as the very minimum, you secure OT?
Absolutely.
Yeah? I agree with that. I think you use everything here, you at least get the 12th round, secure OT, and you sort of, and then you still continue to play to close out the 13th.
When JMU did it, they like kind of dominated the round they came out of the timeout. So State trying to replicate that success. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it.
I do think they're being really aggressive here. They are
Guys, 5-1.
Ult orb, so they do have lockdown here. Tundra able to get a trade. That Sky's gone.
You will not kill my allies.
And then you have Viper's Pit here. So as soon as they secure the spot, J-Bag's going to be using. They do have 100 Furies here. So you're going to have to plant in a not so normal spot.
Gonna have to play a little unconventional.
They're pulling a full rotate here.
I mean, they do have the time. Maybe this is what you need to do, but if there's anybody who can spot out a little cheeky, breaky play, it's going to be a Sova.
Sova drone. Being committed here, just double fake it. Now. Rotate back.
Fake the fake. Trust
Fake the
nobody,
fake.
not even yourself.
You never double hit them. You never double. But we also have lockdown as well. So these could be traded out ultimates to be used. Okay, so yeah, our lockdown's gonna probably go down first.
30 seconds left.
Spotted out, and now the Viper ultimate comes through.
You should run.
But Killjoys across the board, and you can see both of these teams really want to secure this round. Daimyo will find Tundra. That is massive.
This could force Viper's Pit to go down.
Yeah.
So actually, okay, so J-Bag's going to be allowed. Oh!
J-Bag takes out Murr. This is huge. This is a 5v2.
Remaining.
Oh! And they get the 12th round!
On the cusp of victory right
Match
here to
point.
end it all out. 1 round away. Really big by J-Bag actually there to not go outside to not go outside the lockdown and just allow Viper's Pit to remain and gets a last second Viper moment to go down there. And then from there, it's just this really easy closeout for the side of Boise State. And now James Madison is in a really tricky spot, not only mentally in terms of we're on the cusp of losing it all. Okay, so they are able to
full buy.
They are able to full buy. They were able to perform enough.
So I'm not trying to say I'm a prophet predicting that Boise State would sweep that round because they had a timeout, but I am a prophet.
Timeout work. All I'm saying.
Yeah, big timeout. Okay, are we gonna find anything? Guys, is going to. If this operator can be used, it's massive. Diving fights one. Tries to use recon ult. He'll be able to use it. He's safe. Isn't that unhealthy? And now Karasei might try to peek. Takes out Daimyo, but Skies takes out Murr. That is huge. That is no Sage res. That is no Sage heal. Karasei takes out Skies though. Trades back and forth. It is a 3v3. Importantly, Aldum is still alive.
Spike does not go down. J-Bag is all the way in mid. He could probably find somebody here. Gets spotted by the turret last second. Dirko isn't paying attention to it whatsoever. The Viper Market pushes out the other way. Spike most definitely will be going down. This Sova's still sitting this mid. Still committed to this fact that they may be rotating here. Oh my god.
Is this the big brain?
They both look the same way.
Is this the
enemy
bamboozle?
remaining.
Okay, they get the
Daroka, this is a 3v1!
Sitting in mid.
And they get 7
Attack.
For once, Boise State University Broncos wins it on Icebox. Thank God.
Able to close it out. Boise State in a 2-1 fashion. 2 semesters ago, they're in the same position. They're in the same position with GMU where they went 2-1. Now they managed to reverse the role. Reverse roles, and they managed to take the W over JMU, and they're the ones that get to push forward onto the semifinals, who I believe they will either face Kansas or one other team that I'm not quite sure of. But Boise State able to pull it out in the very end. 2 maps, by the way, going 13-11, being that close, especially since Haven was such a runaway with the side of James Madison. So massive W for the side of Boise State, and they get to stay alive another day.
What can I say? They like to give us a good show. I mean, Haven, a little bit of a fluke. They're like, all right, guys, let's get 2 4Ks and see, play with the audience's heart, and then. But in terms of playing the game, I would have to give it to. I feel like Daimyo actually did a really good job.
Yeah, Daimyo definitely has some massive plays. There was also Aldman, who had some pretty good ones. J-Bag was also a pretty good player in the side of Haven as well. I feel like everyone sort of had their key moments to play in, but I think at the end of the day, I'm gonna go with J-Bag.
J-Bag?
J-Bag, yeah. Even though Haven was such a runaway map for the side of JMU, had an amazing performance there.
We'll have to see.
It is
Skies.
It's gonna be Skies. Wow, we're both wrong.
Yeah,
definitely. Going to always be a staple of our team in terms of being our dedicated duelist and being the person that's responsible for getting this team into places, and they play that role perfectly every time. And they are going to find themselves in a lot of positions to make a big impact, and Skies is going to do it every time. But our player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central is helping members achieve financial success. Skies is the Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game.
Hey, man, entry fragger bias, duelist bias. No, I'm kidding.
You just, yeah,
Skies did a great job.
You catch W's that way. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Going into it, BSU is going to wrap this series up in a 2-1 fashion, keeping two of the games pretty close and pretty entertaining. They love to give the fans a show. They take it on, and they move on. We have no idea who their next opponents will be, and we won't find out. We'll probably actually, it's probably what's decided now. So, I mean, I imagine we will know. They will know. But nevertheless, they move on to get to stay alive another day. You got anything to wrap it up before we take off?
I think this is massive for the Broncos. Just getting over that hurdle of closing out a close series, especially when, like, your back's against the wall.
Yeah.
I think with that mental block, that mental break coming down, there's no limit for this team.
Yeah, definitely. They've shown that they can beat teams that they've had trouble with before, and they keep the mental strong. They will surely take it to the next step. But we are going to end the broadcast here, and we're going to leave you out the top 5 plays of the game, which are presented by the Idaho National Guard, who invites you to take your pressive critical thinking skills in real time with more than 10 jobs, offering a $20K bonus and a degree of your choice paid for. The Idaho National Guard is the best team out there. Go and reach out to them at iGuard Gaming. It's enough from us here tonight. We had a beautiful series, a good dub. It's always a good night when BSU takes a W, especially in Valorant. We're going to leave you at the top 5s. Peace. Sort of aware.
Oh,
Skies.
Yeah.
They're completely boxed in right now. Skies right. Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Gen.
One enemy remaining. Spike planted.
Fleet suppressed.
Get that protected. Nice. Wow. Dino with the flank! Takes them all out! And now it's just Kurosei left, but if they get this, they win the round!
It's a possibility. They're just very confident in their
Pushing the site. Blinded Skies.
Ooh.
He's taken out by Kurosei. All of them get spotted out. Oh,
Spike down, C.
What is that?
One enemy remaining.
Now 5. Oh, they're definitely poking out from the left. We say it's still out of numbers' advantage here. They're going to make it a little bit. They only have 12 seconds.
Yeah, big B, go to C.
10 seconds left.
Oh,
last player standing.
Kurosei gets 3! Oh, it's a disaster!
Kurosei able to pick up 4 there at
Match
11
point.
HP. 20 seconds left. Wall is completely destroyed besides the single standing.
Hiroko might get taken out, though.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, just barely misses the plan,
And
but
10 seconds left.
Stops the
One
plan.
enemy remaining.
James Madison team falls apart as they